Sorry, I was getting food. I'm here. I swear to God, my mom plans when I start stream for when she's gonna make food. So I'm eating again. Sorry. Ice! Oh my God, Ice caught a stream? Wow. Congrats on being first, Amy. Ads are smelly. They are pretty smelly. You know what can prevent those? Subscribing. Emily making my dreams come true. The dream where I had was watching your stream right before Courtney came over. Oh, were y'all chilling? That's good. What is this song? What is playing? Oh, it's Aphrodite, Goddess of Love. I want something more upbeat. Nope. This'll work. Alright. Hello Iced Plural Pop. Yeah, that's her name. Hey there, 8-bit 8. I can't do this today, guys. She's not here yet. I'll say when she is. Not right now. Oh, she's coming over soon? Alright. Anyways, hello. I'm drawing today. I'm doing a redraw of some old art that I did in the past. Oh, my light's not on. Oh my God, I'm not prepared at all. I'm a bad Twitch streamer. I already started her. Mom's like, hey, Emily, food's done. I'm like, God damn it. How's everyone doing? It's been a while. Ollie, are you crying? Not right now. Yeah. Ollie cries sometimes. I am unhappy always. Well, that's not very positive, now is it? That's pretty unpositive. How's everyone doing though? Other than being unhappy always. Your life is falling apart? Debbie Down. Sorry, calling someone a Debbie Downer for having chronic depression is really funny. The only reason I caught a stream is because I called in sick to work and created a glitch in the Matrix. Excuse me? What do you mean? Did you fucking open a wormhole when you called to Mickey D's? Well, aren't you glad you called off work? Because I'm much better than McDonald's. So if that hurt you, by the way, yeah. Sorry if that hurts you. I never try with Ice anymore. It's so sad. The only time I talk with Ice is when we have like calls at my time, 4 a.m. where we just talk shit about people. That's all I talk about Ice with anymore, and honestly, they're pretty valid. You got anything interesting to chat about? That's kind of cringe. Oh, let me tell the class that I'm live. Probably should do that, shouldn't I? Okay. So, it's gonna show lonely screen because it's lonely. Let me turn my iPad on and I will show the class what we're working on. Lonely screen, please connect to the fucking thing. I sure do wish that I could do that. That'd be really cool. Connect to the iPad, please. Are we gonna get it? Okay, we got it. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. Okay, this is what we're working on. It is SMH. Ronald McDonald's disapproves. When I called in sick, like 15 hours before my shift, my manager goes, why didn't you call me earlier? And then hit me with the K bye. Hope you get better, I guess. What the? Fucking any fast food or food service in general has so much raw audacity. What? It's like, I am a child working for you, and I'm calling in sick a solid day before my shift, and you still treat me like I am expendable. It's so annoying. Nothing hurts me, I'm strong. You're so strong. You should have called in sick today. Yeah, the day you were just far behind the game. You should have called in sick when you were 4 years old in fucking kindergarten. You should have known better. Literally, this is McDonald's. Please, politely, it's not that deep. It's never been that deep, and I need you to calm down. That's like when I called into work one time, at Texas Roadhouse, because I couldn't walk because I was, like, cramping so bad. Not from periods, I just was randomly cramping. And so I called in. Granted, it was a couple hours before my shift, but I still called in, and they were like, well, I wish you would've, I wish this didn't happen. Like, I mean, this is pretty unfortunate. It's like, yeah, it is. I can't walk. But yeah, it's really unfortunate for you. Super sorry that I can't come into work because I physically cannot walk. So sorry. Like, food service in general just treats you like you are literally a machine, and if you break, you are expendable and replaceable. I don't understand. Hello, Casper. Calling in sick to a random, like, popular franchise and them getting mad at you is the equivalent of, ma'am, this is a Wendy's, I need you to calm down. Okay? It's just not that deep. Anyways, I have nothing to talk about. No conversations, no bitches, quite literally nothing. But I have this. So this is a redraw of a piece of art I did like 3, maybe 2 years ago, I don't know. For Mermaid, and I did it again because I couldn't think of anything creative, so I just redrew the same drawing again. So this is what we're at. I'm doing shading right now. The shading will not look like this when I'm done with it, but this is what I have. The original, fuck, I should have had that open. Okay, so what we're gonna do, give me 2 seconds. Let me find it. It's in my Instagram, which is at !socials, but I'm gonna find it for you guys, don't even worry about it. I gotta scroll. The original's pretty damn similar, to be honest. I have not improved a lot, but it's sure something. Okay, I found it. Here's the original. It's pretty similar, but this is the original. Instagram cropped it, so this is the bottom portion, and then this is a close-up. But yeah, that's the original, and then I got this now. So it's not shaded yet, but I like to think that it's better proportioned, at least thus far. So at least there's that. Why does my screen look so dull? Like, on my screen, my colors are so bright, but on your guys's, it's just simply not that. That's so annoying. This is fine, I guess. It's fine. I have bread. No bitches L. Period. Yeah, let me do some ASMR. Literally, like, girl, do you want me to sneeze and cough over you? Yeah. Every single customer, here's your McNuggets with a side of fucking mono, okay? I think that would somehow make those McDonald's nuggets healthier. I think it probably would somehow. I love ASMR unironically. I don't know if you're being ironic or not, but I generally love ASMR. I think it's great. I watch, like, roleplay ASMR videos where people, like, pretend to, like, be dyeing your hair. And it's just so fucking soothing. I need them. I need them so desperately. You really do love it? Okay, me too. Some people say that and they don't actually mean it, and it sucks. Do you want the phlegm to add to the extra flavor? Or your Coke no sugar with extra phlegm is probably the worst statement I could have ever made to that. I hate it here. Oh, I didn't actually. I have white in my quick colors because I, before this video, had to go and cover up all of my incriminating lore art before this video. So that if I swiped into Procreate, it would not show incriminating lore art. I'm smart in some capacity. It's fine. Okay. I want her face to look, like, pretty rounded, but, like, everyone's got cheekbones, so. I'm not sure what we're going for, but we're doing this. I don't have cheekbones. I'm pretty sure you have cheekbones. Everybody has cheekbones, whether yours are prominent or not, depends on your facial structure. But it's kind of like an Adam's apple. Everybody has one. Everyone has cheekbones. I don't have bones, okay? checkmate, I guess. Unless you are Amy and you do not have any fucking bones, I guess you don't have that. You should be incriminating. Drop the script. You know what? I think you're onto something. How about at 300 followers, I drop the lore script? How about that? I'm a ghost. I don't have anything. I am a rug. Guys, please. I'll make 99 accounts to get there right now. Guys, I think Xander would be a little mad at me if I dropped the lore script. Seeing as he's also out of state currently. Bro, look how red my face is because of this fucking screen. You know those animal rugs? I do, in fact, know those animal rugs. I think I know what you're referring to. Amy's a tiger rug that someone puts on their floor after they just killed a species. I've never been a big fan of, like, animal rugs or, like, displaying animals in general. Like, my family on my mom's side are all hunters. So they've just got, like, whole deer carcasses just in the living room. And, like, to each their own. I have nothing against hunters in the sense, I guess, because they are helpful in some capacity to the environment. But I don't know. I just personally don't quite like displaying dead carcasses on my walls because I like animals a little bit too much for that. And so whenever I go over, I'm always like, awesome, there's a deer looking at me while I eat my fucking dinner. This is really cool. Never been a big fan of that. Never been a big fan. And I get the same vibes with animal rugs. Like, I think they look aesthetically super cool, but I would never have one, and I'd feel uncomfortable for someone else having them if it's real. Because that just... it just feels disrespectful, bro. Like, can you imagine dying and then someone just skins you alive and uses you as a rug? Like, it's so demoralizing for that creature. Like, I love tigers. They're my favorite animal. I love their print as much as the next guy. In fact, probably more than average. I would not get an animal skin of a tiger just because I like the look of a tiger skin. I would just get a fake tiger rug if I really wanted it that bad. If I died, could you put me on your wall? I want to be there. Okay, if you want to be there, I guess you can consent to being on my wall. I don't know if I'd want to put you up there, but if it's your fucking dying wish, if you are on the brink of death, and you say, Emily, I need you to hear me out. I need to go on your wall when I die. Sure, I will do your last act in your death. I will commit to that. But an animal cannot consent to being a wall decor item. No, stop. My cat cousins, something similar, removed her fiance in New Zealand are hunters. My step-cousin, something removed, and her fiance are in New Zealand are hunters, and their house is like 6 heads of animals on their wall. It hurts myself. It's so weird, bro. Like, you just killed a creature and you said, you know what I should do? I should display its head on my wall. I don't understand. I don't get it. Why are we doing that? Why are you displaying a creature's head on your wall? That thing's falling apart. Now, I will say, I have nothing against taxidermy. This may seem, like, counterintuitive, but I have nothing against taxidermy. Because I think taxidermy is about respect. And it's about honoring an animal. And usually, if someone's getting something taxidermy, it's their own pet. But if it's an animal you hunted and killed yourself in your backyard, that's where I'm like, why did you display that? It's more of a pride thing than a respect thing, and that's where you lose me. I have nothing against taxidermy, but putting up deer heads because you think it's quirky, no. Teach their own. I'm not gonna stop someone from doing it. I just personally find it weird. Thank you for the hydrate. I will hydrate in a second. I'm eating food currently. For anyone, before you guys ask, I'm eating goulash. If you don't know what that is, because that's an American thing, It is pasta noodles in tomato sauce with hamburger. That is all it is. I'm eating pasta, basically. There we go. I did the task. Hello, P.O. I love fish so much. Fish are chill. Imagine dying going on some guy's wall. I would be genuinely humiliated. Never mind, Alex wouldn't. Because they wanted decoration. I'm going to have caramel mud cake for breakfast. I think you should. I think you should. That sounds good. Anyways, this is what I'm working on, by the way, for the people who are interested. It's a redraw, so if you follow my Instagram, I've seen it before, that would be why. Anyways. We're doing a mermaid drawing because I don't have time to do custom ideas. I'm just going to redo the same ideas that I did 2 years ago. But do it a little better. Not much better, but a little better. Hello, Courtney. How are you doing? You better get your ass in here and get me a view. That's all I'm saying. Joking. By the way. Seahorse mermaid? This is not a seahorse mermaid. I honestly don't really do a lot of mermaids based on other creatures. I think they're cool. I just almost exclusively do fish mermaid because I'm really, really boring. But I love the look of like seahorse and shark and octopus mermaids. I've done octopus mermaids before, actually. I've done like squid octopus mermaids. I have done that, but I haven't done anything else. I like drawing the tentacles. Okay. I've tried to use more textured brushes to blend, like, cause you're not really supposed to like perfectly smooth out everything when you draw, but I haven't found a brush that I like enough to actually use, so I just use like the smoothest brush possible because the other ones look bad. It's not my fault. I'd love my art to be more textured and more gritty and have a little bit more substance to it, but I can't make it look good, so I just do my basics, like always, which is the clean, smooth everything, which is nice, but it looks boring sometimes, and it kind of sucks. What's the drink of the day? Water! Water's the drink of the day. I like being goulash. I make mine very extra, though, I'm sure, yeah. Angler mermaid? Angler mermaid would be cool. I think I have done angler. If I remember, I used to draw a lot more than I do now. When I was in high school, I brought sketchbooks with me every single day, so I'd have a lot of free time to just draw. And so I drew a lot of, like, random shit. I've considered doing an entire stream of looking at my old sketchbooks, to be honest. But it would be a long stream. And then it would be a lot of me commentating and making fun of myself, but it still might be fun. But I used to draw a lot of stuff. Specifically, I used to draw, obviously, a lot of people, because that's all I draw is people, really. I draw other things, but they're not as fun. I'm literally a tattoo artist. I have to draw other things. But, I probably have drawn an angler mermaid in the past before, to be honest. I just don't really remember. I never make the active choice. It's always just, it's like just whatever comes out of me that day is what I draw. I don't draw nearly as much as I do now. At least not traditionally, that's for damn sure. My science teacher got mad at me for sketching after I did my work. I just generally don't understand why teachers get so pressed about it. Luckily, I never had teachers that were, like, actively, like, mad at me for sketching, but I was also a goody two-shoes, so if they said, like, do your work, don't sketch, I probably wouldn't, but the later I got in high school, the less I started caring. So I stopped trying that hard to please. Also, I realized very quickly that this is not supposed to be this. This is supposed- oh my god, that's a large brush. This is supposed to be black. To add some dimension to the drawing. But, like, I had teachers that would, like, ask us not to draw. I'm drawing, not erasing. I hate myself. Okay, it's fine. Everything's fine. And they would tell us, like, don't draw or, like, just do your schoolwork. But I never had any teachers that were, like, adamantly angry at me for drawing in class, which is good. But I always never understood why teachers did get so mad about it. It's like, the work is done. The work is complete. Why are you this pressed if I did what you wanted me to do and now I'm doing my own thing? Like, just calm the hell down. Okay? Calm down. Also, I didn't know that you drew, Amy. I did not know that. What do you like to draw? We have a lot of artists in this chat. Apparently. It's a common trait amongst the people. My first ever stream was an art stream. So, I guess that makes sense. My first ever stream was an art stream that lasted like 6 hours. I have not done a stream nearly that long ever since. There's a lot of blue shining through with this black, which is kind of annoying. I might just go over in the future and just draw more black over that, but whatever. Yeah, an anglerfish. I was imagining an old disgruntled mermaid that was fished up with a normal fishing up a normal. No, not a fucking angler mermaid. I have drawn a mermaid with a hook in its lip. I think that's really fun. With like a funny yellow hat. No. Like, I'm done with my damn work. Let me do what I fucking want to. Literally. I got marked off for sketching basically all throughout middle and high school. A few teachers were chill, but most weren't. I have never gotten marked off for drawing. What teacher... Don't answer that. But what teachers did you have that marked you off for I've never had that before. Like, yeah, I got told not to draw at certain times, but I would never get marked off. That's just fucking rude. They would just tell me, hey, can you put your sketchbook away? Yeah, sure, dog. No problem. And then senior year, I graduated in 2021, so senior year was all sorts of fucked up with COVID-19. So none of the teachers gave a damn if we drew in class, because we were all sad and miserable. So why would they care? I was going to class half the days I was supposed to, and we had to wear masks every single day, and we had to sit 6 feet apart. Ain't no way in hell you're gonna keep me from drawing. Fuck you. They threatened to take my sketchbook. That is definitely illegal. Shout out to all the artists in chat. 8-hour writing stream. Guys, please, I can't talk that long. That's so insane, it really is. I was doing it on the assignment test papers and stuff. I did that too. I still never got marked off for it. Like, after there's a test, you want me to do so. There for 30 minutes doing nothing. Exactly. I would just sketch like a little guy in the corner. How'd you lose so many friends? Because you sucked at... Oh, I thought you were talking about, like, tests. I was like, who's defriending you because you did bad on a test? I used to be really bad at texting, and recently I've gotten a lot better at it. With specifically, I hate texting one-on-one. That's the thing. I don't like texting one-on-one. I like texting in group chats because there's less pressure. I like having a group setting. It's good. I like that a lot. I've always done better with group chats than like one-on-one convos. For some reason, one-on-one convos, especially if it's like on Snapchat, like if you message me privately and you text me on Snapchat privately, I feel like I did something wrong. Like, I feel like I fucked up. I always assume the worst if you text me out of the blue on Snapchat. I'm like, oh god, what did I do? But group chats, it's chill. But the group chat stipulation cannot have more than 5 people in it. If there is more than 5 or 6 people in a group chat, it becomes fucking chaos, and it's bad. I have one group chat with more than 6 people that I actively talk to, and it's the mod group chat for Xander's channel that has me, Ollie, Reese, Iced, Wicked, Tyrio. It's got everybody in there, and it's fucking chaos every time we touch it. And it's fine, because it's supposed to be chaos. But if it's like a friend group chat where you're actually trying to make plans, fuck no. 5 people max. I love chaos. I like it too, but sometimes it gets a little bit too much. I can't just write for 8 hours. I would lose so many viewers. Now, seeing them in person hurt a lot. I get that completely. A lot of isolation is not good for people. Luckily, I thrive with isolation, which sounds quirky. But as long as I get to talk to people over the phone, I'm fine. I'm fine with that. I've been forced to get better at it. Yeah, COVID kind of forces people to get better at texting and non-in-person interaction. But it's always an extrovert-introvert thing. Or like one-on-one text. Some people do. I'm fine with it if people want to use it. Like, I can adapt to whatever. That's something about me, is I can try to do whatever you want me to do. Like, if someone only likes texting one-on-one, for sure, I can text one-on-one with you. But if I had the preference, if it's someone that I know and they don't have any other friends, obviously I want to text them one-on-one. But if, like, we have a friend group, I'm gonna text the friend group chat. You know what I mean? Like, that's where I'm different. I don't like group chats because all the people I'm friends with have some people that overlap in some groups that don't. Exactly. It has to be like a continuous group chat where everybody knows each other, or else it sucks. Or you have to make multiple chats. Like me, I have like 4 different group chats. I got me, Xander, Ollie, Reese, and then I have the same group except for Reese is replaced with Courtney, and then I have my friends in my current state that I live in that I interacted with in real life. And then I also have a group chat with the mods. I've also got a group chat with only me, Xander, and Ollie. It's like a... I think I have them with me, Voracious, Xander, and Ollie. Like, it's a whole thing. I forgot Mermaid was the thing I just got here. I honestly forget that it exists, too. I only remembered because I saw a post about it on Instagram, and I'm just redrawing a piece that I did years ago when I also forgot about Mermaid. But I always do, like, 1 mermaid piece a year. Like, that's my rule, is I do, like, 1 a year. I used to be a person who did Inktober every year, and I passed and did it every single year. It always worked. I always did it. I never failed, and I was always proud of myself. The first year I didn't do Inktober was last year. I did not do Inktober because I didn't want to worry about it. And you know what? It was freeing. It was really freeing. I'm not gonna lie to you. It was pretty damn freeing. And I probably will not do it again this year. I might do it this year, but I probably would be doing it digitally and not traditionally, unfortunately. But Mermaid, I never did that. Mermaid, I always would just do 1 piece, maybe 2 if you're lucky. I actually have one of the pieces I did last year. Right there. I think that's from last year's Mermaid. It might not be, but it's a gouache painting on my wall. I could grab it if you want, but I don't want to take it off my wall. It's one of my favorite gouache pieces ever done, so that's cool. That feeling when your parents call you downstairs. Mute my food. It sounds so entitled. I promise that I am grateful my parents make me food every single time I go on stream, but it stresses me out because I feel ungrateful because I don't eat with them. You know? If 5 people are in chat and I'm friends with all but 1, it feels weird to create another group chat with 4 of those people to talk to them. It's all about the dynamic. The only reason that I make a different chat is because Reese and Courtney don't know each other at all, so we talk about different things. We talk about, like, in one group chat we'll talk about stream stuff, and the other group chat we'll talk about personal, like, in-person plans for when I visit. So it's just different combos, you know? It does get a little stressful knowing which conversation to use, though, because that does get a little stressful. I have 2 group chats. That's fair. The mod chat is my favorite. It's pretty fun. Yeah, it's pretty good. I forget that one because no one uses it. Listen, man. Probably because I'm in it. That's not... That's not what it is. I just forgot. Well, I'm gonna get back to writing and make myself sad again. Please don't. Yeah, go write. Don't make yourself sad. I'm pretty bad at instigating conversations, with anybody, to be honest. People are like, oh, Emily, like, it's been a while since we talked, and I'm like, yeah. That is, you're right, you're correct. You're so right for that. So correct. Never been righter. I end up not starting conversations because I think I'm being annoying. Yeah, that too. I don't necessarily have that with conversations. I more have that with, making plans. Like, in-person plans. I feel like shit if I'm the one making the plans, because then I feel like people are just agreeing to them because I made them and because they have no other ideas. But yet no one else in my groups ever make plans ever, and I get stuck doing it and feeling like shit. But it's fine, because I like making the plans because I like having control and being in charge, but also I don't at all. I'm simultaneously the mom friend and also not at all the fucking mom. I'm like the mom friend by default because no one else is, you know? Like, that's my role. Is I make plans because no one else is gonna fucking do it. That's what happened to me too. It's a curse, man. It's a curse. I'm like, hey guys, what's the plan? People are like, I don't know. And I'm like, alright, so we're gonna hang out Monday. They're like, oh, I guess that works. What do you mean you guess? Give me concrete answers, woman. Like, I need to know that it's okay. Like, do you have better ideas? Sorry, I'm hungry. Yeah, once the conversation started, I am there, babe. I'm the mom friend, but also they see me as a child because I'm terribly short. People who view people as children for being short, how does it feel to be fucking weird? Okay? I promise, once you become an adult, nobody gives a fuck about your height. Like, no one cares. Once you are an adult human being, or at least above the age of, like, growing, no one's gonna care that you're short or you're tall. People who make fun of people's height, in my opinion, are the worst people because why are you doing that? They cannot help it. They just simply can't. If they make fun of it first, that's fine. But if you're just like, man, you're short. You're like a little kid. Can I choose that? No, I can't, actually. I'm not even short. I'm above average for a woman in average height. I'm like average above average for a biological woman. I'm not necessarily short for my demographic. But it's still a little annoying, you know? Especially since I grew up around a lot of tall people. I've said it before, my brother is 6'7". So I look short by comparison. And it's just like, let's stop infantilizing teenage and adult people because they are tiny. You know? I get you, Sunset. I don't actually, because like I said, I was one of the tallest in my friend groups. But I get the frustration. Like, whenever me and my girlfriend are planning to hang out, I always ask first and organize it and get all worried that people don't actually want to hang out. They're just big. Yeah, exactly. It's like, you could say no. It's okay. You're allowed to say no. I understand completely. I wouldn't want to hang out with me either. Am I a hypocrite for the short thing? Yeah, I am. I call people like Xander short because he's shorter than me. But when he explicitly told me, hey, I don't like being called short, it's an insecurity of mine, I stopped. Because that's what respectful people do, is you stop making fun of something if people ask you to. It's pretty easy, but a lot of people don't understand that. People believe I have a childlike innocence because of my height and mediator personality, but, like, mainly my height. I haven't done crap, but it's not obvious either. Yeah, and I still don't think people should be making fun of you, but I definitely would, like, tell them if you're uncomfortable with it. If you're fine with it, that's a different story. But if you're, like, if you don't like it, you gotta say something or else people won't know. I've learned that you can't expect people to read your mind when you're uncomfortable with something, unless you tell them yourself. Because, I've done that. I've expected people to not do something, and then they keep doing it because I don't say anything. And it just makes me upset because they keep doing it, but they don't know that it annoys me. And it's a whole cycle. Communication is super great in any situation with people. It's super good. Highly recommend it. But everyone's hypocritical. My water's like not flowing very well, and that's kind of annoying, but what can you do? No, I'll just keep being sad and upset because if they get mad at me for saying something about it, I'll just keep it. Okay, in case they get mad at you for saying something about it. If you're worried that your friends are gonna get mad at you for saying something that crosses a boundary that makes you uncomfortable, and for you saying something, that's not a very good friend. You should never be scared to tell someone not to do something to you because you're afraid that they're gonna get mad at you. And if they do get mad at you and they don't realize it, express that they're getting angry with you or upset with you over something that you just want them to be happy with. Like, being scared of saying that you're upset about something and the other person reciprocating it with aggression is not good. That sounds like it's just a defensive person. I'm just paranoid. I don't like opening up. Okay, if it's paranoia, I understand that that's kind of something you can't really help. It happens. It sucks, but it happens. I still am similar in a lot of ways with that. Everyone always is. I mean, I think that anytime anyone is talking that is not directly to me, they're talking about me. And that's just a common, like, anxious tendency, like a social anxious, like, habit, is that when anyone's talking and they're not talking to you, they're talking about you, you know? And it's a common thing that a lot of people experience, is that fear that people are, like, constantly talking bad about you. I know for me it kind of goes farther into, like, a paranoia of, like, they're talking about me. Like, I have something on my shirt, I look stupid, I said something stupid, like, they're talking about me. And a lot of times I just stop listening. Like, it's always there. I kind of just zone it out sometimes, you know? You gotta just remove it from your brain. And it's easier said than done, unfortunately. Because anxiety is not something you can just fucking fix. I increasingly think that I'm fine with opening up, but I'm realizing that I mask a lot of my personality and thoughts. I'm gonna get a little real on stream. I am a fucking legend at masking everything. I have this really silly, quirky thing that I do, where I make everything into a fucking joke. And I've been told about it in the past that I do it. If I'm ever uncomfortable, I joke. If I'm ever upset about something, I'll make a joke. If I'm ever, uncomfortable about expressing affection, I will joke around. I have a hard time even saying goodnight to people in group chats because I have a really hard time expressing affection because I wasn't given it a lot growing up. And so I make a lot of jokes. And I make a lot of, like, snide little, like... I act tough. You know, I act very tough and strong, and I act very, like, silly goofy as a way to make myself not as serious. Because I associate having serious, genuine emotion as making me seem, like, vulnerable and too genuine, and I just get very uncomfortable with it. And I'm trying to get better at it. I'm trying to express myself and accept affection from other people and ask for affection, because that's something I don't do a lot, is that I want affection I don't ask for because I don't know how to do it. I feel uncomfortable asking for it. I feel uncomfortable reciprocating it. I feel uncomfortable involving it. And that's not a good way to live. And so it's really not uncommon for a lot of people to have a hard time showing their real interpretations and real thoughts of situations because they're so scared. They mask it, or they put on this ulterior persona. My online persona is pretty similar to how I am in real life. I don't really put on like a, hey guys, like silly. I don't really like try that hard. But I do get, especially on other people's streams, in like chats and in Xander's like VCs, I get very like tough guy act, funny, silly, goofy, like, I try and be like the clown, because then people will at least like, you know, find me funny. My motto was always, if I can't be meaningful to somebody, I'll at least be funny. You know, if like, if all else, at least I can be kind of funny. So I completely understand putting on like a mask and putting on like a front because you're too scared of being genuine with people. So I get it. It's not all a mask though. Like, I generally do respond to things in humor. I'm not just pretending to do it because I think it's funny. I do just do that naturally. Fair, masks are fun. Yeah, masks are super sick. Shout out to mask wearers. Wear your masks in big public areas, guys. I'm a hypocrite for that one. I don't do that one. I increasingly already read that. I don't like giving affection because I assume people will just be uncomfortable with it. See, that's not my reasoning. My reasoning is that I don't know how to ask for it or give it because I just genuinely... It's really hard to describe. I don't dislike hugs or I don't dislike verbal affection, but I get this very deep uncomfortableness with it. Not because it's affection. It's not because of the person or the fact that I'm getting it. It's the fact that I don't get it a lot. And I've always associated it with something that's beyond me. So when people are like, oh my god, like, I love you so much, like, if my friends are just saying stuff to me, I either am just like, thanks man, or I burst into tears. There's been a lot of instances where I've been like ranting or venting to people on like VCs, and someone will say something nice about me, and I will literally burst into tears. I'm like, oh my god, Emily, stop being so fucking dramatic. Like, I need you to calm down. It's simply not that deep. Like, I don't even think I was deprived of it, because I wasn't. Like, my parents, like, they didn't neglect me. I'm not saying my parents are neglectful. Especially my dad is quite physically affectionate. My mom isn't. She's pretty chill with her affection. My dad's always been pretty physically affectionate. But I even get uncomfortable when he does it to me. Even then, even with him, I will draw in myself. I just have this very, like, deep... I almost think it's embarrassing. Like, I feel like it's embarrassing for me to give affection. Which I don't know why I've associated that in my brain. I feel like I've got to talk to a therapist about that one. I've kind of therapied my entire life except for that thing. I don't know why I get so embarrassed involving affection. I don't know if I feel like I don't deserve it. I don't know if I feel like it's like beyond, I don't know. It's really weird. But I've always felt almost embarrassed receiving affection. And I almost feel like I don't deserve it. Kind of like imposter syndrome, maybe. It's really weird. But I never feel uncomfortable because it's affection. I feel uncomfortable because I'm me. If that makes sense. So I'm a little different than you. I still will almost never initiate affection with pretty much anybody. I could know you my entire life and I probably will not initiate it unless you have explicitly told me that you like it. You know? But I also, weirdly enough, I view affection really differently than other people. Maybe because I'm Arroways. But, like, there is a public TikTok of me kissing Xander because I told him I would do it if he completed a parkour map. If you want to find it on his TikTok, there is a public video of me kissing him. Because I don't view kissing or stuff like that as, I'm not joking with you, it's on his TikTok. But I don't view, like, affection like that as super dramatic or weird. I just treat it very normally. Almost because it's so stigmatized that I'm like, yeah, fuck it, let's make out on camera. I don't give a fuck. But yet if we wanted to hug me, it's different. It's really weird. It's really weird. If people treat things genuinely, then I get uncomfortable. It's weird. Meek, when you're talking about how we're going to die alone, dog, what's going on over there? I wasn't deprived of affection, but my father and mother seem to demand physical touch. My father demands physical touch. My mom doesn't. My dad is very physical. My mom is not at all. This is not meant to sound like I'm pitying myself, because I don't say it either. I don't remember the last time my mom said that I love you to me. She's very much so not she's not an affectionate person. And I grew up with most of my moms. Maybe that's why I'm the way I am. My dad is. My dad's very affectionate. My mom isn't. But my mom and dad are divorced. So I don't know. I have no idea. But my dad is like that. He's like, give me a hug. Like, give me a hug. And I'm always just like, alright, Curtis. No, like, it's okay. Like, I'll give you a hug. But I'll never initiate it. And I kind of feel bad that I'm not as physical as like, my brother or my friends. But it's something you can't really help. Not everyone's physical love language. Not everyone likes that kind of stuff. And demanding physical touch from somebody is never the solution. Even if you have a friend that you really want to hug, if they explicitly say, I do not like being hugged, you fucking don't hug them. I've never said it with my friends. I don't necessarily dislike being hugged. At least not with people I know. But I've said it before, I'm like, I'm not a hugger. Unless I tell you can hug me, do not hug me. And a lot of people don't respect that, because they're like, no, like, I'm different. No, you're not. You're not the exception to someone else's boundaries. Especially when it involves physical touch. I think I'm the opposite. Like, I get so attached to people. No, I get attached to people. Let me make myself very clear. I get very attached to people. Almost unhealthily. But it's physical affection that's different. I get very emotionally attached to them, but not physically. I love you, Emily. Love you too, Casper. That was not a good heart. There it is. Therapy cover. I've never been to therapy. Probably should, but I didn't. It's too expensive. Give me a gifted sub and I'll go to therapy. I'm joking. I'm joking. Please do not give me any gifted subs. I'm joking. Therapy's like $100 a session. I don't have that. A gifted sub gives me $3, so. I do not get or give any physical affection outside of my mom. I like it when people initiate things. That's fair. That's good to know. And then when I get attached to them, I feel embarrassed for giving people affection because I can't tell if it's weird or not. If people don't say that it's weird, you can't really read people's minds. Consent goes both ways. If you don't want to be touched and you know that, someone has to tell you that. But if they don't say anything and they're uncomfortable and you keep hugging them, that's not your fault. You can't read their minds. But I can't bring myself to initiate things, which is kind of hypocritical. I mean, I'm hypocritical too, so it's okay. Yeah, you have Casper. Oh, hey, I also agree with that statement. Stand that, PO. I'm also air erased, but kissing seems weird. But I just crave cuddles. See, I'm the kind of air erased where I'm so disconnected from romance that I don't care. I'm not one of those like sex repulsed asexuals. I will talk about it all day. I'm not gonna fuck somebody, but I'll talk about it. I don't care. I wrote a smut fanfic of one of my stories before. I don't give a damn. I just don't care. I'm very comfortable with sex and the concept of sex. And kissing. I view kissing very platonically because I'm so disconnected from it. But I can really understand if you're an Eros who doesn't want to talk about sex or doesn't want to have, like, a kiss with somebody. I used to kiss my friends for fun because I was a weird child. It was always consensual. It's just, everyone's different. Technically, if we're going off of technical labels, I'm agosexual and agoromantic, which is a umbrella term under a micro label under Aeroace, which means that I do not personally experience sexual or romantic attraction, but I like the concept and I like the idea of it. Like, I love the idea and the concept of romance, and I'm very, like, connected with the idea, but not for myself personally. So, like, I imagine romantic scenarios with my OCs, or with, like them initiating things with each other, or the concept of, like, characters from stories that I read. But I would never personally imagine myself in sexual romantic scenarios. I just like it and imagine it very viscerally for other people. You know? That's technically my label. I guess. She said, I'm not even into men that much. We don't meet people, and we are very picky about our attraction to men. She said, I don't even like men that much. Yeah, I know Courtney is her sexuality is very specific. But I don't think that's gonna mean you guys are fucking forever alone. No, you and Courtney don't go out and meet a lot of people. But that doesn't mean that you can't. Like, that doesn't mean that it's off the cards for you. You guys are both not even 21 yet. Like, you've got time. It's okay. Calm down, guys. People rush into love so quickly. And it's like, I get that if you want to be in a relationship, it sucks if you're alone. But give yourself some time. Give yourself some time to meet the right person and to develop a connection with someone before rushing into a relationship. I will stand by this. Maybe this is the arrow ace in me. Specifically the aromantic in me. People, specifically young people, rush into relationships too fast. And I know that sounds like a boomer thing to say, but it's true. If it makes you happy, fucking go for it. I am never gonna stop anyone from doing that. You do what makes you happy. But a lot of people, especially young teens and early 20 people, get into relationships because they like the idea of being in a relationship more than the actuality behind having one. People like the idea of dating somebody more than thinking about the actual repercussions and problems that involve dating. So, their relationships don't last because they aren't emotionally mature enough to be in relationships. And I stand by that. If you still want to be in a relationship, fucking go for it. But a lot of people associate, which is why I had such a very isolating experience in high school, because I wasn't like this. But a lot of people associate happiness with your partner. A lot of people associate you can only be happy if you have a relationship. Because that's what society tells us makes you happy. But there's a lot of people I know that are not arrow ace and are not aromantic that also have that they also don't need someone in their life to be happy. They'll find the right person eventually. Obviously, not everyone's patient. Not everyone wants to have that that meeting. I know that it sucks, like waiting and like wanting someone in your life so bad. But there are aromantic people. There are alloromantic people, which is non-aromantic people, who don't have the need and desire right now. I need a relationship right now. It's person by person. It's not necessarily an aromantic, non-aromantic thing. It's person by person. But I just think it's good overall to wait. And overall, I guess I'm trying to say, think about it before you just rush into something just because you want to date somebody because society tells you that's what you need to be happy. Obviously, if you want to date somebody and you want a relationship and you feel ready for it, go for it. But just think about it for 2 seconds. Please. 2 seconds. That's all I'm saying. 2 seconds. All I'm saying. This mostly goes for a lot of younger couples who, like I said, just date to date and they don't really think about what it means to date somebody and then they get their hearts broken. That's more what I'm referring to at the moment. But it happens with adults too. Romance is a big thing that requires a lot of emotional and physical sacrifice for your partner. And it's a really serious thing. And a lot of people associate happiness with a partner, and that's an unhealthy mindset. In my opinion. I'm not the person to ask for relationship advice, but I get emotionally attached to people, but I keep moving schools because of my parents. I moved a lot as a kid. I did not have a set household from the ages of 6 to about 13. I did not have a set house. I get it. It sucks. It really does. Which is why online friends are really important. I get emotionally attached to people, but I keep moving schools because parents. I couldn't imagine doing that. The mouth-to-mouth kissing. Yeah, mouth-to-mouth kisses, no. Like other stuff I'd be cool with. Yeah, everyone's different. Everyone has different boundaries. Realizing I'm bisexual does not improve my chances of getting a partner. I mean, it doesn't improve your chances because bisexual doesn't mean that you get more bitches. It just means that your sexual and romantic attraction is a wider array of people. I feel like there's so much stigma in high school that you have to have a relationship before you graduate. Like, Thank you! Which is why I denied being aro for so long. And I tried to pretend that I liked people. People tell me, oh, I have a crush on you. And I would feel so fucking weird and wrong, because everyone else around me was dating, that I would pretend that I had a crush on them so bad, I gaslit myself into believing it. This happened multiple times. I pretended so hard because I didn't want to feel weird that I thought I liked them back. No, I did not. But I really put in effort. I really, really did. Because it's so... People think that if you are not dating in high school, you're fucking weird. You're an outcast. You're some kind of anomaly. No. Let people experiment with their romantic relationships as much as they want or none at all. It's so weird. Why are we romanticizing children? It's so weird. It's probably the arrow ace in you. How am I even going to wait for the right person? I don't even know what a relationship should be like for me. But that's the thing is you're seeking a relationship, but you don't know what you want. That's why you haven't gotten one yet, because you're still developing what you know you want in a relationship. Once you have a better, clear idea of what you want, you can seek out a person who would fit those needs. Or, if you find a person that you're attracted to and likes you back, you can discuss that and kind of grow together in a relationship. It's all about learning. Sitting around and sulking and like just kind of pondering it is fine, but it's always about learning and discovering with the actual person as well. But I understand it's difficult, and I know I can't really speak on it about being lonely and not having anybody. But I still think that there's a realness to finding the right person eventually and not just rushing into it just because you want somebody there. I don't know. Maybe I'm speaking out of my ass. I don't fucking know. I wish I had a high school relationship because I romanticize it so much. Yeah, I mean, I do too. I'm being shipped with both my guy friends at the moment. It's really bad. It sucks. Sunset, sunset, sunset. I had the same thing. When I was in 3rd grade, I had a friend. I'm gonna call him D. People in our middle school and elementary school shipped us because we were friends. Even his mom did. And at the time, I felt uncomfortable with it, but my friends didn't fucking care. They did it anyways, because they thought it was funny and they thought we were cute together. And then when he expressed that he did like me, in high school, I did the thing where I pretended I liked him really bad. I tried really hard, because I wanted to, so bad. And it didn't work. Obviously, it didn't work. Shipping real people with other real people is fucking weird, and I stand by that. Do not ship real people. Especially if they tell you they don't want it. It's fucking weird. People who say, oh, you shove fucking... You guys are shoving you guys are shoving homosexuality in our faces. I was, like, 12. 11, 12, 9 years old when people would ship me with another guy. How is that not indoctrination? It's a little weird. A little sus. You know, a little weird. Especially since I'm queer. But even if I wasn't, even if I was a straight bitch, still weird. Nothing wrong with being straight, by the way. I want a husband. I'm so sorry, Ollie. A wife is an option too. A wife or a husband are both valid. I want to be married. I'm so sorry. When you marry me, I want a wife. Guys, please. You guys are treating this like fucking Tinder. It's not that I want to rush things, that it hurts having those feelings when having a partner. And that I understand. I get how that could be difficult and being very hard for you to cope with. And that does suck. It really does suck when you have a lot of want for a partner, but you don't have one. I get that. It's like being hungry or thirsty but no food or water around. I get that. I feel like lots of people don't get to know the person they want to date before rushing into it and always causes an issue. That's what I'm referring to. Not necessarily where it's just this thing of wanting a partner really bad. It's that rushing into it when you do meet somebody just because you want to date them. Not having nobody at all. It's having somebody you like, but you don't learn them well enough and you rush into a relationship just because you think that you can't be platonic at all. I thought I liked a guy back, but then I ended up not because he got mad when I said I didn't. Yeah, a lot of men get mad when you friend zone them. Dog, what are you talking about? Calm the hell down. I could talk about the friend zone all fucking day. I'm not going to, but I could, because I think it's stupid. But that might get me canceled. Maybe that's a personal thing, but I always hated the friend zone. I hated, oh, you friend zone me. Bitch, we're friends! I don't want to be more than that! Like, that's not my fault. I didn't do something to you. I get that it sucks, and I get that you feel bad about yourself. I understand. It must be terrible for you. But why are you blaming me? You know? I've had so many friends who have expressed that they liked me, and when I said that I didn't like them back, they stopped talking to me. And they stopped talking to me. Because they could only view me in a romantic sense. If you can only view me as a romantic potential partner and not a friend, we are not friends. I didn't friend zone you. You friend zoned yourself. You actually, I wanted to stay friends with you. You took yourself out of the equation. Because if you cannot acknowledge me as a friend, we would not work as a fucking partnership anyways. I've had that happen so many times where I would say, I do not want to date you. Oh yeah, no problem at all. Doesn't talk to me ever again. Happens so many times. And it's just like, alright, I kind of started getting over it. I'm like, alright, bye, see ya. Like, I just want to be friends, man. Like, that's all. Nothing else. And if you don't want to be friends with me and you only view me romantically, that's fine. But politely, there's a door over there. If you're friends with me just because you think that you can have this, like, long con, like, I'll get him eventually kind of thing, it's like, what are you doing? What's happening here? What are you trying to do? I'm literally always in love, it's just not with a person, that's why I invent it. See, that's why I make OCs, because I don't want to date, but my OCs want to date, so I can just use every emotional feeling that I have and just give it to them. I just do it all for them, personally. I'm so disconnected from romance for myself, but I understand it so fundamentally that I just give it to my fake people that I create. I live so vicariously through my fake relationships that I forget that I'm actually alone. I can't figure it out unless I'm in a relationship. I can daydream as long as I want about the perfect relationship. It doesn't translate to an actual relationship. It's alright. It's just kind of funny. I got over it. It's funny now. I joke about it. I joke about it now. I don't give a fuck. It's funny. It's okay. But it is a pretty big problem for a lot of women. It's just because I was in a lot of male friend groups, and I was, like, the one girl, so they were just like, pretty girl play video game? Like, it's like, it didn't matter what my personality was. Like, I was just there. I was the only option. In primary school, I deadass always made up my crushes on guys because I thought it was weird that I didn't like anyone, and then I found out I was lesbian. Me, but arrow ace, man. If I just pretend really hard. I got told I'm very shippable person because I treat most people the same. I got the same shit. Oh my god, you treat guys like you treat girls. Yeah. Because they're people. And I don't like either of them. So I treat them both the fucking same. But yet I'm a misandrist because I make fun of men. I can't do that with my OCs. I actually get jealous. It brings the same feelings as February. Not February. Not the raw jealousy from your OCs. Listen, man, everyone's different. Don't call me a gamer girl, please. I can't do this. I love getting nothing done because I'm talking about fucking relationship advice. This is why a lot of people came to me for relationship advice. People would always come to me for, like, tips on their fucking, like, relationships because I didn't date, so they thought that I was some, like, wise monk who, like, knew everything. I'm like, dog, what is happening here? Alright? I don't know what to tell you. It was always so strange. But honestly, I'm fine with giving tips. I'm cool with it. I like being helpful. I hope people do know, though, that are in the chat that are like, I feel like I'm gonna end up alone. I can never find... Why is this so bright? I'm gonna end up alone. I'm not gonna find the right person. You will. You are... at max, a quarter of the way through your life. You will find somebody. Most people find their partner in their mid-20s, if not late 20s. You have time. I know it sucks right now, but please do not give up hope for yourself that you are unlovable. There are other people out there, and you will meet somebody that you can learn and develop a relationship with, and it'll be great. I promise. I guarantee. Yeah, shout out to my 77-year-old in this chat, Casper. Shout out to my 77-year-old, almost Xander. My old people in the chat. Stop telling people I'm old! Casper's not old. Casper's not even... Casper is fucking not even 30. It's just really funny to imagine him as a... You're not old, Casper. You're not. But anybody who's over 23 gets called old in this chat, unfortunately. It's not personal. Xena's also old. No, please. Don't leave. I promise I won't make fun of you again. Maybe, possibly. That was a good one? Thanks, man. You LOL'd. So I'm eating my bread. You can call me a youngster if you want. Olivia. What the fuck? Girl boss behavior. Poor guy can't catch a break. Anyone older than me knows old? So bad. So based. People saying you're mature such an old soul. Sorry, just the trauma. I got called mature for my age a lot as a kid. But then I also have people like Inky coming into my chat saying I look 12 years old. So I get both. I get both. Oh, you look 12. Oh, you seem older than you are. Which is it? Which is it? Which one is it? Do I look like I'm basking in God's light right now. Fucking hell yeah. Why is that better? Why is that better lighting? Okay, this'll work. But it's always like, am I old or am I 12 years old? Please pick one. I don't understand. I've gotten nothing done. It's so funny listening to dramatic ass music when you're just doing something so casually, like drawing someone's arm and eating bread. Like, this is so intense for no fucking reason. I need to get that thing Xander has where his music is disconnected from his VODs. Because my god, do I hate listening to the same track over and over again. I like these songs that are in my playlists, but man am I sick of them, you know? I want to listen. Well, actually, that's a lie. It's not that I listen to really, really exotic, different music on my own time. Whenever I listen to my own songs, it's still the same 10 songs, just over and over again. Repeated. Always. I find like 5 to 10 songs. And that is now my music discography for the next 3 months. And then I get sick of those songs, and I find new ones. That is how I listen to music. I don't listen to anything. I just listen to the same 5 songs on repeat, and then I continue my life. That's all I do. It's exhausting. I hate myself. Also, I hate how quiet this song is. I always have to turn it up whenever it comes on. Never landing or standing by, never taking a break, never making me retry. We nickel and dime. When I was in 8th grade, some kid asked me how the second grade was going. That's vile. I can definitely find other people, is that they won't find me. I'm just not a likable person. I don't show affection or emotions in general. I struggle to have conversations. I just don't look good. And I'm not even meeting people in the first place, which is only ever going to get worse in the first few years. I think saying that you are unlovable or not likable because you are unattractive and you struggle to show affection, I think you're being too hard on yourself. The people in your own life have not had that same affection towards you, but that does not mean that you are undeserving or incapable of being loved. Your own experiences have shown that you are unlikable, but I don't think that's true, because everybody's going to view likability differently. But I understand, you can't really help being insecure. I get it, it's not something I can just talk out of you in a fucking Twitch chat. It's a very deep, fundamental, rooted insecurity, and it fucking sucks, and I get it. But I'm telling you, you are not an unlikable person. And there is going to be people out there that do like you. I am one of them. You are not an unlikable human being. That's all I'm saying. I don't think anybody is fundamentally unlikable to every single human being, and I stand by that. Look, Republicans. I'm joking, I'm not trying to make this political, but I'm being summoned. No problem, Sunset. Sorry to bring the mood down. I just feel no, it's okay. You're allowed to feel down. Everyone feels down sometimes. And this is like a pretty like dramatic, deep talk, so it's fine. It's not like we're talking about something like hard and you're like, man, I feel a deep, fundamental unliking of myself. Like it's not like you're just like derailing the conversation. Don't apologize. We're chatting.
can never rewind. Once you've lost it, it's hard to find. Take the journey in stride. When your plans have been sidelined, every hourly chime could begin something new. So maybe it's time to let time pass through, not passing by.
Should I do express what I'm thinking right now? We're not going to talk about where I met my girlfriend. It's fucking rancid. Well, I hate to break it to you, Ice, but you just mentioned it. So now you have to talk about it. You shouldn't have said anything. You shouldn't have said anything. Oh god. It's booming. You should not oh my god, shut the fuck up. Okay, sorry. The corruption music was a little loud. Calm down, Terraria. You should not have done that. No, that was a bad decision on your part. You don't have to do anything you don't want to do, but you did mention it. Nobody asked you to mention it. It's my biggest- what do you mean it's your biggest red flag? What'd you fucking meet her in? A fighting ring? Like, what's happening here? You met her in a back alley of a fucking McDonald's park. You met her in the back alley of your work? Like, what's happening here? Yeah, I met her in the back of this white van we both got kidnapped in. Like, what could you possibly say? Sorry, iPad coughed. Fucking Tumblr? That's not that big of a deal. That genuinely is not that big of a deal. People meet on worse websites. I promise you that. Don't talk to me about it. No one's shitting on you. It's okay. Preemptive warning. I arguably think that meeting on Twitch is worse than meeting on Tumblr. Meeting on Discord is arguably worse. I kind of want her nails to, like, almost fade to, like, a brighter red color. I think that'll be kind of fun. It's not in the original, but I wanted it because I like Sirens being a little bit, like, edgy and quirky, you know what I mean? I think it's cool. Like, to have the red tips. I just think that looks sick. Is the Tumblr to Discord to Instagram to IRL pipeline to me? That is in fact a transition. Tumblr to Discord to Instagram. That one's wild. I guess Instagram is a little bit more not incelly, I guess. It's the least bad reputation. But honestly, the worst people I tend to find are on fucking Instagram. Twitch, I'm adding redness to this mermaid's boobs. There are no nipples! It's not nudity. I gotta expressly say that. Because people hate women and their anatomy. Literally, I tried uploading a speed paint that had nipples showing for a millisecond and the video got taken down. First of all, it was art, which is explicitly said that TikTok allows nudity if it's art. And also, it was for a millisecond in the speed paint, so I had to re-upload the video and put stickers over her boobs. I was so mad. I was like, you fucking terrible website. You're a listener. Honestly, I don't listen to a lot of Lovejoy songs on my own time, or like Wilburset songs on my own time. But this is one of my favorites. What song is this? This is Taunt. I do like this one. I like this one, and I like Call Me What You Like. Those are my two favorites, I think.
Get dominated.
Mermaid, 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 mermaid. Welcome, Reese. We're talking about dating. Feel free to give your input. Did I get everything? No, I need to get her face. So I keep iPad coughing. I feel like me wanting a romantic and sexual relationship is creepy and gross, so why should anyone be attracted to me when I'm like that? Even though I know it's not, it reminds me of incel behavior, so my disgust of that subgroup of people just extends to myself, and all my attempts at a relationship, I don't think I've ever transitioned to a different platform. It can get incel-y if you are expecting romantic or sexual attraction to be reciprocated by people you talk to. If, like, you're expecting it and you shit on them if they don't give it back to you. Like, if you talk to somebody, this is hypothetical. If you talk to somebody and you, like, express, like, something, like, you say something sexual and they don't reciprocate it back, that's, you don't just talk about, like, oh, you fucking bitch, like that, like, you're not doing that. An incel is someone who degrades and belittles women because they don't see them as people and because they are so insecure with their own sexuality that they feel the need to shit on women and shit on people for not dating them and hold women to this, like, unrealistic, like, villainry, you know? As long as you're not villainizing people, men or women, for not dating you, and as long as you're not treating them like sex objects, I think you're good. But I get it. I also don't like incels, so. A key incel thing is villainizing women and also sexualizing women externally when they don't want you to. So as long as you're not doing that, I think you're fine. Anyways, thank you for the resub, Reese. I didn't say that, but thank you. I love women and their anatomy. Me too, for real. Love me a good women. Women? Love me a good women. Fucking plural. God, everyone in this chat has a girlfriend. If anyone in here is dating anybody, they have a girlfriend. That's really great. Shout out to my lesbians in the chat. hack. Love hair, hate shading it. Hate it. Hate it so much. There's so much to do, and so much little that I want to care about. I didn't do a highlight layer. That's not right. Anyways, what other conversation topics can we do? We talked about romance for a while. What's next? What other therapy topics can I do? My special interest is mermaids. I thought it was planes. Do you have many? It's not planes. Darn. What to substitute alcohol with for drinking games? I do not drink alcohol, so this is my kind of question. Juice is what I usually go with. My friend made me a bunch of Jello shots with juice instead of alcohol one time, and it was very nice. Liquid IV, that's a good one. Hey, yo, bet. Perfect. I don't know if you're taking juice or liquid IVs, but I hope you have a good time regardless of what you end up going with. I don't drink and wonder if they're drinking game. It's hard to do when it's sober. Yeah. Yeah, I also don't drink. I'm also not 21, so I shouldn't anyways, but let's be honest. A lot of 20-year-olds drink, so. I drank one time. Am I admitting this on camera? Yep. I drank one time, but it was not my choice. My mom forced me to drink champagne on New Year's, and that was it. And it was fucking awful, so yeah, it wasn't good. I don't know why people drink. It sucks. It's so bad. It tasted like I was drinking battery acid. Seahorse mermaids? Oh, the conversation topic. I like planes, but not that much. Okay. Water? That's a fair choice, too. Can we transition from romantic / sexual to platonic ones? Sure. Like, how do I make friends and then open up to them? Making friends is something that a lot of people, it sucks, because it's one of those things that comes naturally, it doesn't. And I'm not the best person to talk about it with, because I tend to find making friends quite natural, because I'm a person who changes how I act depending on who I am with. If, like, I've said it before on stream, if you are an upbeat, chaotic person, I'm jumping over trains with you. But if you're a chiller, more relaxed person who just wants to chill, I said the word chill like 4 times. If you're a more subdued, shy person, I feel like I have to shout over a corpse right now. Shy person, I can also be more toned back. So I have an easier time adapting to other people and kind of like being what they need me to be. Maybe it's fake, I don't know, but it's what I do. But not everyone should do that. Not everyone can do that, and that's not how you make friends. It's just how I've found making friends to work best for me is when I kind of just change myself depending on how they are, because I'm not going to be this, like, fucking chaotic person. If they're just, like, super chill, they're going to get overwhelmed. I try and be really accommodating for other people. You know? So, it's, like, making friends is difficult for certain people. Certain people find it a lot easier than others. I know I have a lot of personal friends that find it hard to make other friends because they don't talk with people, they don't go out, they don't interact with people, and they have a hard time not just making friends, but keeping them. And to be fair, I have a lot of friends from high school that I don't talk to anymore because I was just friends with them to be friends with them. But when you find a person who you genuinely click with to the point where you... A lot of times when I hang out with friends, I feel like it's a chore. Maybe that's a bad thing, but a lot of times I find hanging out with friends to be a chore. because I am an introvert. So if I don't feel like it's a chore to hang out with you, usually good. Usually good. I view everything as a task. So just finding people that you click with that mesh with your personality well, rather than trying to either force them or yourself to be something that you're not. Because while I shift my personality to be a certain way, I'm still not going to outright be a different person. Like, I'm not going to change my views on, like, politics or, like, certain shows just because someone else has different views than I do. Just finding people that mesh well with you, that you can also mesh well enough with them that you can get along. I don't know, I'm not good with giving tips. It's very much so a natural thing, unfortunately. Opening up to them, though, just comes with time. It comes with talking, it comes with being genuine. I made some at college, but I feel like I have to put an act around them. I mean, I put on an act around people, too. That's my whole shtick, which you shouldn't do, but I do anyways. I don't get it either. We're one and the same. Jellyfish, we're one and the same. I'd probably go by Jiven, but I think jellyfish is funnier. I've never gotten drunk, but I want to try sometimes with friends, of course. I'm not just gonna drink on my face. Just go to a bar, give me a fucking double. I don't try to be subdued and shy. I'm just scared to do anything. That's fair. What's your personality with me? Honest answer, I probably just mimic the people I'm with. So I tend to be a little bit more... With you, I tend to be a little bit more gossipy. I tend to be a little bit more, like, harsh stance. I tend to be a little bit more, like, concise and, like, a lot more, like, overall a lot more relaxed. I'm not super, like, high energy, just because you're not super high energy. I talk a lot more shit when I'm with people who would talk shit. And you're one of the people that likes to talk shit, so I'll talk shit with you. With Alex, I tend to be a little bit more subdued just because you're more subdued, and I almost feel like if I'm too high energy, then it's gonna be, like, a little fucking weird. So I try and be a little bit more relaxed. So, overall, it really depends on who I'm with and how you interact with me. Even if you aren't a shy person, if you're shy with me, I will be shy with you back. I always adapt to the energy of any person I'm around. If they're toxic, I tend to just avoid those people altogether. If they're, like, completely toxic, no, I'm not gonna be toxic. And if I realize that I am being toxic because of that person, I will try and change the conversation or withdraw myself from that conversation. Like, I keep wanting to call people, being in person this year, but I never know how to do that, yeah. Yeah, it does suck that when you're just, like, in a car and you're just like, I'm a shit talker at heart. That's alright. I talk so much shit, it's so entertaining. You, Ice, Reese, and one of my friends, Aubrey, are the 3 people I would talk so much fucking garbage with. I don't even care if it's real. I still want to talk about it. But then, like, Ollie has expressly said she does not like talking shit. So I'm not gonna talk shit with her. No, Reese and Ice on a call, it's a war zone, bro. Anybody's a target. I promise I don't talk about shit on anybody here. There's nobody here. It's all random people that people don't know. It's fine. I promise I'm not a bad person. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Please be high energy with me if you're able to. I don't like being shy around people. Okay, that's fair. Yeah, no, it's wild. I know even Xander had to tell, like, me, like, hey, like, I feel like we gotta be nicer to the Discord, because I feel like a lot of people are getting a little bit too mean to the Discord, and I'm like, I hear you, bud. It's mostly me, Ice, and Reese. It's mostly us 3 that are doing it. We will tone it down. No problem, chef. Like, I got told to be nicer, and that was a low point for me. I promise I'm very nice. I'm very nice. I promise. I promise. We'll do that private. Matching my energy is not a good idea. I'm the listener. It doesn't work with 2 listeners. I'm usually the listener in most dynamics, though. I'm not really the person who's gonna be like, hear about this fucking shit that I heard. I'm usually driving, so I'm not... Why didn't you tell me that? I don't know. I don't know why I didn't tell you that. It's okay. It wasn't like you guys needed nicer. It's just like, it was an overall statement of like, I feel like the mods are a little bit too mean sometimes to the chat, and then I was like, one whose fault that is. To be fair, when all of the mods are in a VC, it's everybody doing it. Like, everyone is, because it's like it's like a culture. It's like a a dynamic. You're not gonna be the one person who's not talking shit in a group chat. Come on. Come on now. So we need a third person to hang out with us. Yeah. We're the issue. We don't get bitched at. I always get all the bitching from both sides. I always... That's the thing, is I'm a listener. So people tell me shit, bro. I know so much garbage about people because people tell me things. And my lips are usually sealed if they need to be sealed, okay? I'm great. Tell me shit. People will talk to me about things, and then I will talk to the person who got talked about, and they'll tell me about another person, and I'm like, oh my god. Like, it's wild. This isn't about you guys. This is about just in general, and like my past friendships. I remember I used to have a friend who would drive me home from drive me home from dance practice. She used to date my brother. I would hear so much shit about my brother from her, and then I'd get home and my brother would be like, my god, this person I won't name. She was so annoying, and I'm like, can you guys please just get along so I don't have to be the mediator between this? I'm always just the fucking mediator. I'm always the mediator. That is the problem. It's not even that I'm like keeping secrets, it's I'm always mediating people. Why is this my role? I can't keep doing this. I'm always holding people back. I'm like, calm down, soldier. Calm down. But I'm a very loud mediator, so people don't think I'm being serious when I am, so it sucks. Because I'm always like, hey, let's calm down. They're like, nah. I'm like, no, let's calm down. I'm being serious. I need to just be more serious. Because whenever I am serious, people don't take me seriously because I'm always like the silly, goofy jokester. It's it's a whole problem. I can be anything you need me to be, really. That sounds really bad, but that's genuinely the truth. I will be whatever you need me to be. It's why I do great with talking to people in customer service, like tattoos. I've made so many friends tattooing because I'll just sit there tattooing them and we're like, and they said what? Like, we just talk so much shit. And nothing's ever too far, either. Like, you could talk about how, like, you just shit a fucking baby out an hour before the appointment. I'd be like, man, that sucked. I hope you're doing okay. I'm glad you made it to the appointment anyways. What did that guy say? Like, nothing is ever too much. Ever. This is why we need a third person hang out with us for the issue we didn't get bitched at. It's definitely mine, a little bit. It's a little bit you. Someone that can just talk right, yeah. Suffering in harmony. I would not talk shit. I just don't like being mean. Yeah. Bro, same IRL. People just tell me with the most unhinged shit. No, literally. Unlurk is not a command here. It's only lurk. I appreciate you unlurked though. I saw it. Don't even worry about it. I'll be sitting there and just be like, have you heard about? Yeah. It's like those one TikToks. It's like first person that talks shit has to pay the bill and everyone's just like silently eating their food. I would just observe everyone and find out everything. It's so funny. No, literally. I'm so information. And way out here again. No, I've got fucking government codes. I don't know who I can trust with my deepest secrets. I don't like the idea of just telling people about myself. See, everyone talks about themselves. Everybody in my life. That's the most wild like, I don't- it's wild, man. Like, unless someone specifically says, hey, don't tell anybody, it's gonna get spread. Like, it's gonna get spread. So it's like, don't tell someone unless you want it to be told, because someone's gonna hear about it. No, I'm not saying I'm over here, like, telling people, but, like, whenever you tell people things, someone inevitably is gonna say something. So it's always just spread around. It's wild. When the meteors get in a call together, we talk shit. No, literally. We need to schedule talking shit. We don't! This is the problem. We talk too much shit. It has to be about people that we don't know personally or people not in the Discord. My work has the funniest drama. No, okay, work drama hits different. Like, hearing the most rants, like, I'll be sitting here, like, packing order with somebody, and they'll be like, my god, my fucking boyfriend got hit by a car this morning. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, what do you mean he got hit by a car? They're like, no, listen to me. I'm like, oh, I'm listening. Don't even worry about it. You keep talking. Like, it's so funny. Like, I don't understand. No, literally, the real words don't start working at McDonald's. No, it's wild. I've opened up a ton with mine. Honestly, I have no clue how that even happened. I don't know how to do that again, but I want people to know more about me. Yeah. Everyone's different. Like, you can't force being comfortable telling people stuff. Like, even if they're close, even if you've been talking for years, if you don't feel comfortable with them, you don't feel comfortable with them. Don't force yourself to. Like, I have different reactions and different interactions and ways that I behave with all of my different friends. Like, I've had friends I've known for longer that I'm not nearly as close with as friends that I've known for 5 months. Like, everyone's different. Some people just click better, and some people you just feel more comfortable with, and that's perfectly fine. Like, I have things that I've told my online friends that I have never told my real life friends. And I probably never will, just because I have different dynamics with them. School drama, boys, girls, this person ignore me, how dare you look in my direction, I'm fixing that smack teacher because we gave me a bad grade. I hear from every side too, like someone just be like, this girl fucked her boyfriend on her 10-minute break, and then 5 minutes later be like, Shippy, tell me about her side of it. No, literally! That's me with my fucking boyfriend and his ex-girlfriend. My boyfriend, no, my brother. Ew, fucking, what did I just say? My brother and his ex-girlfriend. Like, I'll just hear like the most like, oh my god, one time, like, him and his girlfriend, like, they were drunk at a party, and then like he'll be like, oh my god, yeah, and then like this girl, like the girl who told me the other side was like, yeah, she was so drunk. Like, I'm like, who? Guys, please. Also, fucking somebody on a 10-minute break is a power move. That's hilarious. Jesus Christ. Someone had a task to do. They had a mission and they were going to succeed. Can you imagine being the poor employee that's like trying to eat their ham sandwich in the break room and someone's just fucking in the corner? God, I would quit. I'd be so mad. I'd be so angry. Why is this music so dramatic? I read a novel about the worst drama that happens. I'm not even like, I believe you, basically. Speaking of novel, if anyone how can I manage to squeeze my AO3 novel into every conversation I'm talking about? Oh, Ollie's not here to drop the link. Damn it. Guys, read my book. It's on AO3. It's called Catch Me in Purgatory. Go read my novel. It's on AO3, yeah! Oh, I don't have the link. Let me get the link. Give me a second. Ollie's usually doing this for me, but she's actually has a life right now. Give me a second. Oh god, I gotta log in. Oh god, I gotta log in. Give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. I got it. Give me a second. Give me a second. It's my book. Go read my book. Guys, go read my book. Go read it. It's only 7 chapters and I have like 14 chapters written. I'm updating it very slowly. Go read it. I used to send the slurs in the chat and crossed it out. I know it was the link, but it's funny. It just looks like you're saying like swear words in my chat that get censored. It's on AO3. All the people who are making out in the hallways make me uncomfy, and it's like a group of people, and it's like, get to the- No, I'm not gonna lie. My personal purgatory, speaking of my book, I should have been here. I could have dropped. No, it's okay. I had it under control. Speaking of purgatories, my personal purgatory was my roommate situation in college. I'm not gonna say any names, but my one rule, because when you go to college, and you make a roommate agreement, so things that you don't and do allow your roommates to do, like, oh, are you guys cool with like people in the room? Are you cool with having visitors? Are you cool with like sleeping arrangements, using people's things? My one harsh rule was that I didn't want anyone having sex in the room. And what did people do? I would be slumbering away at 4 a.m. with my 2 roommates, might I add, and I would hear somebody moaning. And I'm like, I am going to rue the day that I'm not even fucking with you. It would always be like the subtlest. I'm like, now who the fuck is having sex right now? It was my personal burden. It only happened like twice. And I can't confirm it because I wasn't gonna go look to see if they were having sex. But I was just like, no. We were in a, I need to set the set simple. My college over-accepted people my freshman year. So there were 3 people in a 2-person dorm. So it was meant for 2 people, but there were 3 of us in there. I did not know the other 2 girls. They knew each other. They were very nice, okay? I have nothing against them. They were very sweet. They were very nice. But they always had boys over and people over. All the time. And they would sleep over. And I kind of got over it. I didn't give a fuck. Except for the whispering, the kissing, and the inevitable stuff that would happen in the room. My personal hell. Yes, the dorm bunks. The dorm bunks. Ugh, it was terrible. It was horrendous. But it was fine. It only happened like twice, but I was still just in my bedroom like sleep. I was on my bed because it was lofted bed, desk underneath, my desk, closet, which I share with another girl. Then it was bunk bed, bottom bunk, desk, closet. And it was the girl in the bottom bunk. And then the girl in the top bunk would also have boys over. And then it was me over here. It was awful. But it was kind of funny. And they were very sweet girls. I would be friends with them if we were not roommates. Because they ruined it for me. Well, I guess that's happening. Have fun, I guess. I'll never think about it again, yeah. I never really said it was on AO3, but it's on AO3. My book is. My novel that I'm writing about sapphic fallen angels. Go read it. This is not the, fanfic, by the way, Ice. This is not the Soul Reform fanfic. This is a story that I'm writing. This is a different thing with original characters. You... Welcome. I would have been so fast. Hi, Tyria. Welcome in. Sorry, you had to hear about my sex story. My one harsh rule was no strong smells. I said no smoking in the room, which they all agreed to, and no one smoked in the room, but one girl did try weed one time, and she did come in the room smelling like weed, but I wasn't opposed to that. Everyone at my work smokes weed anyways, so I don't really care. I don't like the smell, but I tolerate it. But I would not tolerate smoking in the room, which no one did, which was good. Mostly because I didn't want to deal with the smell, and also because I didn't want to get in trouble for thinking that I was also smoking weed, because I don't. They did not do that in a room with someone. No, they did. They did. They thought I was asleep because it was like 4 a.m. I wasn't asleep. I was not asleep. I wasn't. I was awake. I was awake. Who the hell would even want to do that in tiny ass bunks? They did. They would sleep together. Boy, girl, Emily. They would sleep. In 5 people in this fucking dorm room, bro. It was every fucking night. Every night. At this point, the boys just moved in. The only thing that annoyed me with the boys sleeping over, besides, obviously, like, they were there, and it made the room warmer, and they were just in my presence, was also the fact that when I woke up, I would have to go to the public bathroom, because we had a communal restroom, which means that everyone on the floor used one bathroom, because we didn't have private bathrooms. So I would have to get my fucking clothes and walk to the bathroom and get changed in the stalls, because I was worried one of the boys was gonna wake up when I was butt-ass naked in my bedroom. That was annoying, too. I would wake up shirtless, and one of the guys is like, there! They would turn around if you asked them to. Like, the girls would be like, turn around, I'm changing. And they would turn around. And one time I did ask, like, hey, can you turn around while I change? And they'll turn around. But they're still in the room with me. They're still in there. So I would still go to the bathroom and change instead. My roommate smokes weed and brought all essential. I can't do oil diffusers. I can't do strong scents like that. I agree with you there. Like, oil diffusers, strong scents, they give me fucking headaches. I can't walk past an earth magic without wanting to kill myself. I can't do it. I hate strong smells. I cannot stand the smell of weed for the long. Honestly, I got over it, yeah. And she knows that, yeah. In my roommate agreement, we only said we had to give up. The other 2 a heads up is valid. She's rude. A little bit. I'm trying to think about what I would do in that situation. Getting invited over and there's just 2 other girls sleeping in the room. They didn't give a fuck. Those boys talked to me one-on-one maybe twice. They did. I'm pretty sure they barely knew my name, to be honest. Am I just weird for thinking that's not a good situation? No, it's not. But college students are really fucking desperate. When you're horny, you're horny. Imagine being bold enough to have sex in a room with other people. No, literally. The specification, boy, girl, Emily. I wasn't in no bed with anybody. I spent the night at somebody's house one time, and that was my friend Kyttara and Maddie, because it was my birthday, and it was late, and I was just like, I don't want to be in my bedroom, so I went over to their house, and we watched live action Aladdin on my birthday, and, I slept in their room. They didn't have another bed for me, because I didn't sleep in any of their beds. I slept on the floor, with one blanket, but it was still better than sleeping in my bedroom, so I did not give a fuck. No, literally, I was doing sports and it smelled like weed. I would get the NCH. Yeah, exactly. Which is why I don't want to smell like weed. It wasn't even like weed is so gross. I just don't want to smell like it because I don't want to be associated with smoking weed. Especially, yeah, if you're in a college sport, they don't allow fucking weed at all. Am I allowed to say weed on Twitch? I've already said it like 80 times. I'm just gonna keep saying it. Who cares? I know my roommate had his girlfriend over a lot and did not give a shit about changing. Yeah. Okay, but I'm horny and I still have shame. Yeah. Oh my god, my stomach hurts so damn. Sleeping on the floor is baller. It's so uncomfortable. I'm not opposed to being on the floor, especially if it's like 1 or 2 nights. I don't care. But yeah, it was wild. What was I talking about? Oh, I was talking about my book and then we started talking about sex. Yeah, no. My roommates were wild. Like I said, very sweet girls. They were partiers, so a lot of times they were out of town, which is when I would stream. Because I started streaming in college. From my dorm room, might I add. So I would have to wait till my roommates were both gone to stream. And it was a gambling act, really. They would usually go to parties on Saturdays, so I would, like, once they left the room, I'd be, like, getting out the computer and, like, loading up the stream. I remember there was one time where they came in when I was streaming, and I was, like, and they were like, oh, sorry, we're only here for, like, 5 minutes, we're just grabbing something. And they're like, oh, is your camera on? And I was like, no, my camera's not on, it's okay. Like, I was, like, muting my stream, and I was, like, talking to them, because this was before I had a camera on. And I was like, no, it's okay, like, you're fine. And they were like, I'm so sorry. I'm like, no, it's cool. Like, I'm sure if I would have told them, like, hey, I'm streaming, can you guys be quiet for, like, an hour, they would have, but I was just so insecure. Oh my god, I felt so bad. But yeah, it was wild. It was wild. Streaming from your bedroom where you actually have privacy over who enters it is a really nice difference than praying to the Lord that your roommates don't come back before you end stream. So I'm kind of glad they were partiers, because it gave me some peace and quiet every once in a while. The biggest problem with my roommates is not even them. It's just that I'm a little bitch, and I don't say anything. I should have just said something. When I was uncomfortable with the guys being over, I should have just said, hey, I don't like how much the guys are over, and they would have stopped bringing them over as much. But I just didn't say anything, because they, like I said, they were very nice, and they would have just been like, oh yeah, no, for sure. I just didn't say anything, because I don't know, I'm a pussy. I don't fucking know. I was too scared that they were gonna hate me. So I just never said anything. I should have said something. And if you're going to college and you have roommates like this, please just say something, especially if you can tell they're nice. Just say something. Because I didn't. And I had to deal with it. When I could have prevented it if I would have just talked. They would have asked me, are you okay with guys coming over? And I said, yeah. The answer was no, but I said yes anyways. That was my fault. The sex was not my fault. But that specific mention of them coming over was my fault. So just speak up. If you're going to college and have roommates, please stand your ground and don't be afraid to make people mad, because you will be suffering the entire year like I did. I feel like I just have a fundamentally different way of thinking about situations that seem like 90% of college students. Yeah, I also was just not a very college student vibe. Like, I didn't really like partying. I wasn't super drinking. I didn't even care that much about my schoolwork, to be honest. I just didn't want to be there. I didn't want to go to college. Which is why I'm no longer in college, because in college, I started to develop autonomy over my own life. Did I like high school? No. But did I hate high school? No. I actually quite enjoyed high school. I liked dance team, and I liked having people, and I liked having interactions, and I actually really liked the dynamic in the environment of high school, and honestly, I kind of miss it. Just having people around me. But college was different, because I was there willingly, and I was paying to be there, and if you're going to go to college, you have to want to go to college. Because at least high school, I wasn't being like, I didn't have a choice. In college, I could choose to be there. And when I figured out that I didn't have to be there, I wanted to leave. When I started having autonomy over my own life and not allowing my parents to make my decisions, that is when I was like, there's no point of me being in college. I don't need to be here. So I stopped going. Maybe I'll go back eventually. I don't know. We'll see. But having autonomy of your own life is a really, really interesting concept that I only grasped once I turned 18 years old. Meanwhile, I asked my roommate to move her moldy croissant from her desk, and she called me a bitch, and they're still there. Oh my god, this girl's a menace. You gotta talk to your RA or something. This is not good. You see, this is why I don't stream. My dad and siblings both suddenly decided to party interiors room, and even the dogs are invited. I hate how little privacy I have. See, that would be my last straw. Get the fuck out of my room. Maybe you can call me an entitled little sibling. I don't care. Leave my space! Do my parents sometimes walk into my room uninvited? Yes. But they usually only stay like 5 minutes, and if they can tell I'm doing something important, they will get the fuck out. That is disrespectful. Parents don't realize that your children actually have wants, desires, and need of privacy to develop as human beings. Which is why people that are like, oh, my child doesn't need a bedroom door. Oh, I can put my 4 kids in one bedroom. No, this is not including people in poverty. This is including people who have the choice to get a bigger house but don't. This is not including people whose only option is to have their kids live together. They're fine. This is people who have enough money to house all their children separately and choose not to because they don't want to. And because, oh, their children don't need privacy, they need to learn to get along. Children, if they are able to get it, need privacy. They just do. Because children are people, and people deserve to have spaces that they can call their own to develop and change their own personality and develop their own personality based not around how many people they're around. Children need privacy to develop and to realize who they are, because if you don't have privacy, you don't have a place to think and be genuine with yourself without having to put on a mask or a front with people. I masked my personality so much when I was in college because there were people in the room with me at all times that I got so drained by being this, like, different person, like, not talking to myself, not talking while I'm sleeping, not, like, doing certain things that I would do at my own house. And so when I was in college and I had people in my room at all times and I couldn't express what I actually wanted to express, it lowered my mental health because I could not be myself. Privacy is fundamental for children who can get it. And I stand by that. Children are like, oh, no, our kids love being together. No, they don't. They don't. You're lying to yourselves. You're joking. You're kidding. They don't. They don't want to be there. Emily, I forgot Happy May 15th. Happy May 15th! Wow! Does every college in U.S. make you live on campus? No. Mine did for freshmen, but not every single college does. No, it's different. A lot of colleges make you live there the first year, but after the first year, you can live wherever. But some colleges don't. A lot of community colleges don't require you to live on campus, but I went to a university. There's college, there's like a college, there's a community college, which is a little bit more low-key, usually town-based. And then there's a college, a university, which is like a big college town exclusive to this university. And I went to a university, a big area. So they required us to be on campus. Except for, like I said, a lot of people were admitted my first year, the college I went to. So a lot of kids actually lived off campus because they physically could not fit them on campus. But yes, happy May 5th! Shout out to all my May 5th birthdays in our story. Alina and Sumaira. Like, apparently there's a sentiment amongst millennials that Gen Z just have sex after the first date, and whenever I hear that, I'm so confused about it. Everyone wants to have sex after the first date. Yes, I just whipped. Fuck you. I love whipping. I think it's so funny, and I've stopped doing it because people shame me for it. I think it's so unironically funny. Okay, I think it's ironically funny, but I think it's funny. I see that all the time. I know, nay-naying's not funny. Only whipping is. But you have to, like, do it so low energy. It's gotta be like, yeah, whipping is fun. It's funny. It's funny. Nay-naying's stupid, but whipping just, like, it's funny. And I stand by that. Same with how I milli rock sometimes. I think that's funny, too. If you're gonna whip, you gotta nay-nay. No! Only whipping. I will not nay-nay. Nip-naying? I fucking horse. Fucking yippee-ki-yay. Milli rocks are fun. Milli rocks are super fun. Especially when I was on dance team. I'd be like a fucking, like, I'd be like an idol character. Like, I would be like standing still for too, oh, I'm gonna flash people on stream because I'm wearing a skirt. If I was off stream for too long, or like, without a task for too long, I would just be like, I would just start doing things. Like, dance team ruined me. Oh, speaking of, you guys wanna see what tattoos I did on myself? I tattooed myself. Don't show my feet. Don't show my feet. Don't show my feet. How do I do this? Do not show the dogs on stream. I tattooed little mods on myself. I have a video process of it on my TikTok, and people keep asking, were they meant to be upside down? No. No, they weren't. Like, how would I just accidentally be like, oh darn, they're upside down. My mistake. Like, no. Yeah, they're supposed to be upside down. They were supposed to be. They weren't just fucking accident. Literally. People are like, oh, are they supposed to be upside down? No. No, they weren't. You're right. You're correct. Let me do a full body. The reason why I put them upside down is because I have a tattoo here. So I wanted it to, like, go with it. That's why they're upside down. There's my tattoos. But yeah, I don't know. But everyone was like, oh, it's backwards. Yeah. Yeah, it's backwards. You're right. I've also got these guys, and I have that, and I also have a back, which you guys can't see very easily without me flashing the camera. So we're gonna go away now. I've shown too much of myself. I'm going back. I got a lot of tattoos. I have a back tattoo. It's really fucking big. That was my most painful tattoo. That thing sucked ass, bro. It was so bad. In terms of my pain scale, the worst is back. Next would actually be this guy. This one sucked. And then it would be sternum. Then it would be this one, and then this one, and then it's my legs. My mods. That would be my ranking. Yeah, this music's really good. But yeah, I don't know what... anyone on a first date has sex the first time, so... I have 4 days left. I ain't starting shit now. What are you not starting? Oh, I'm not sure what you're not starting. What are you not starting? Oh, dealing with your roommate. Right. I looked around the cafeteria and just looked at the little interactions people were having, the boys shoving each other around, 3 girls laughing about something on the phone, a couple working homework, etc. Yeah, I love just watching people live their life. I think it's so fun. Like, seeing people interact with each other, it's so fun. It's clearly enough of a thing that it's a stereotype, but I've never once thought that was a thing that ever could happen. A lot of people just have, like, friends for benefits. They'll date and they'll expect... A lot of men... not to generalize, but a lot of men expect sex on the first date with women because it's just very, like, it's what they expect. It's like, oh, well, we just had our first date, let's go fuck, you know? A lot of people have that sentiment. Not everyone does, but a lot of people do. Our society in general is a very sex-based culture, which is why people who are demi or ace or anything like that have a hard time being like, huh? What do you mean y'all just fucked? You know? And obviously you can be straight and still not like, or not, you could be aloe and still not like want to have sex every single 20 minutes, but it's still, yeah. I'm back. Welcome back, Amy. And sometimes I just feel like, why didn't anyone tell me that's how it worked? And I feel like I missed out on something for acting in a different way. I can get that, yeah. My phone currently cannot have social media. I cannot send images to certain contacts. Everything is monitored, and my mother has the right to take away at any time, apparently. That is cruel and unusual punishment. I am so sorry. I try so hard, but no one cares. My mom cares and never comes in my room. She knocks and talks through the door. My dad, on the other hand, walks in without knocking, and usually when I'm changing, I hate everything about it. And my siblings wake me up at 3 to 3 a.m. just to harass me and force me to cook for them. And I hate all of it. That's so shitty, man. I'm so sorry. Parents, and especially parents who let their younger children harass their other children just because they're kids. What are you doing? Get a hold of your fucking siblings. I'm the youngest sibling. I have 2 older brothers. One that's a year older than I am. And so we were really close. Never once would I even think about waking up my brother and being like, can you cook for me? No! Fuck you! Like, fuck me if I were to do that. That's so entitled. What the hell? The reason why I'm a little sister who isn't a menace is because I was taught respect. May 5th, but I like the enthusiasm. Sorry, I said it wrong. March 5th. I feel like I just need to vent to someone right now, but I don't know how, and I don't know how I'll actually do that. So I'm just getting your words out on, like, something like the vent channel in Xander's Discord might help. If I start whipping because of you, I'll scream. You gotta do it, Reese. You gotta start doing it. The thing is, you can't whip correctly. You can't, like, fully do it. You have to, like, either, like, barely whip, or I, like, full, like, wind up. Like, shake the ground when you land whip. Like, you gotta, it's one of the 2 extremes. Thank you. Nay-naying is whipping and nay-naying, yeah. Don't look at my feet! Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Yeah, I tattooed it on myself, and I did it on accident. Oh, hell no, I did it backwards. Oh, I should, yeah. Oh my god, I didn't notice. Thanks for telling me. Wow. Like, please! Can you imagine? Hey, do you know they're upside down? Oh my god, you're right. Like, I'm like, what? Yeah, I do have a back tattoo. Well, we should have a spine. I have a spine. My back sucked, brother. So scandalous. But I got the whole fucking spine done. It was so worth. It was ever so worst is over with. Yeah, spine worst spots over. Actually, I haven't had any rib tattoos, but from what I hear, worst. If you guys are considering getting tattoos, everybody is different. Okay, everybody is different. So, when you get tattooed, you're gonna have a different experience. But for the most part, anything on your torso is gonna be the worst. Oh, you guys think I need to catch up? Trust me, I'll be able to catch up. Don't even worry about it. Spam all you want. Please don't spam. That's not allowed in my chat. Back, ribs, sternum. Those 3 are all bad. But what's worse than that is palms of the hand, tops of the feet, and bottoms of the feet. Anywhere around your hands, especially your palms and your feet, where all your capillaries are pretty bad. Palms especially because the skin is so sensitive and different. But back, sternum, which is this thing, and anywhere up here, and your rib cage. Rib cage is notoriously one of the worst spots, especially on men. A lot of women tend to have a better time with ribs. I've done a lot of girls' rib tattoos, and they don't fucking flinch. They're wild. But also, biological women tend to have a better pain tolerance than biological men, and that's a proven fact. So anywhere on the torso is generally one of the worst spots. Up here isn't too bad. Like, I have these guys done, and they aren't too bad. Collarbone's not too bad. Top of the chest isn't too bad. Boobs isn't too bad. Armpits suck. Arms are pretty easy everywhere. Legs are pretty easy except for the front of your shin, where your bone is, your knees, and the inside of your thigh when you heal it. They're all pretty fine. So, there's a concisive list. Ass cheeks are either really, really easy or really terrible. Depends on the person. There's my concisive list of tattoo spots in their pain levels. Wait, is that how that works? It's not how it works. It's just some people think that that's, like, what everyone's different. Some people want to have sex the first date. Some people don't want to have sex until they're married. Everyone's different, but a lot of people do have sex their first date just because they're more sexual beings and they want to have sex. And there's nothing wrong with that. My sister had a guy friend and my mom asked her if they were fuck buddies. Please. I'm thinking, like I'm ace, but feeling like I'm aloe. It's a discovery thing. You might just be ace with, like, a little bit more of, like, a withdrawal on, like, sex. Like, actual, like, acting out on sex. Like, not everyone who is aloe wants to fuck everybody. Like, you can have preferences. No problem, Sunset. Have fun with your chores. Eighth Amendment matters. Shout out to the Eighth Amendment. I don't know which one that is, but shout out to it. I don't remember. My brother is 19. My sister is like 3 years younger than me. Not your older brother being... Oh my god. Why are you the only one that can cook? Cooking is not that hard. It isn't. I'm not good at cooking, but I can still cook for myself. I'm not gonna make someone else cook for me unless it's like my parent who chooses to. You're right, everyone shut the fuck up right now. Yeah, as far as many conversations as physically possible. I'm not getting my hands or feet tattoos, so I'm not worried about that, yeah. Nipple tattoos? A lot of women will get nipple tattoos if they get, their breast tissue removed. And so they'll get, and so the nipple will also be removed, so they'll get something over it to kind of make themselves more feminine again. I think it's really cute. Off top, and if someone says palms, my instinct just says Mom's Spaghetti, because that damn song comes to mind. Love that. I said Mom's Spaghetti in my head, like, no, guys. Please. There's nothing wrong with that. I've been thinking that everyone thought there was something wrong with that and beating myself over with that. No. Wanting to have sex or not wanting to have sex is a completely someone else's choice. As long as your partner, who you are also having sex with, or partners that you're having sex with, all consent to it, there's nothing wrong with it. You can have sex at any time you want, as long as everyone's consenting, and everyone is an adult, and everyone is having a good time. There's nothing wrong or dirty or evil about having sex, or having sexual thoughts, or wanting sexual, like, pleasure. There's nothing dirty about that, as long as everyone is consenting to that happening. And the misconception that having sexual desires is dirty is very much so a religious concept. I did catch up. I'm a champion. I'm an absolute champ. I can talk really fucking fast if you need me to. This is getting out of hand for Twitch chat. I disagree. It's fine. I've never been in a relationship where I didn't have problems with that stuff, but I've told you already about that. Yeah. And if some person doesn't want to have sex and they're coerced into it, congratulations. You crossed the line. That's where it's not that's where it's not okay anymore. When a single person shows even an ounce, yeah, this music's so intense. When someone shows even an ounce of disapproval for the activity, that is where it's no longer consensual and no longer okay. Remember, kids, the lack of a yes or the lack of a no does not mean a yes in terms of consent. Someone not saying no does not mean that they said yes. Talking about coercion. This is sex ed. It's just this song with me being like, did they say no? Did they say yes? Like, just me screaming while drawing titties. Oh, I hate myself. Okay. I kind of want to add some, like, green tints to her. I feel like that'll look kind of fun. I feel like she would enjoy that. Because her eyes are green, so I want to incorporate that green into it and add, like, almost a texture. Kind of like this. Like, over her cheeks. To kind of make it look a little bit more, like, soft highlighty. I think that looks really, like, that looks so pretty. I like that. Okay. And then add a little bit on her nose. Even maybe a little bit on her lips. Did you wear protection? You're wrong! I love adding red to shit. If you look at my other art, I had to, by the way, these white things are lore art that I had to put a white background on so people didn't see them. I love adding red to things. I just think it's fun. Like bright red, or like, this is the cover of my book, like bright yellow, more bright yellow. I just think it's fun. Like, I love bright ass colors. Like, it's not nearly as bright on the camera as it is in real life, but I like bright colors. I used to hate them, but I think they're fun now. So, yeah. Yeah. Where am I? This one. There we go. I think they're fun. Yeah, a gun. Should I show that on screen? Probably not. What can you do? If my VOD gets taken out, it gets taken down. I'm already showing titties and talking about sex, so I really don't know what I'm expecting. Okay, and then let's add a... I think I'm gonna add an additive layer to it and then lower the opacity quite a bit. Just so that it's a very subtle green texture. I'm shit-talking, but it's my history essay and it's the most delusional Australian history to ever exist. I'm having the time of my life. I'm so glad that you're talking shit about Australian history. The graham crackers are back. I need someone to just coach me on societal norms for all of this stuff because growing up there was such a stigma around I know nothing. It's very dependent on the person. For the most part, talking about sex with random people without asking for consent if they're okay with it isn't okay. And just dropping like random things of like, oh, that person's hot, or like, oh, like, I'm so horny right now, just randomly isn't usually okay. Talking about sexual activity is always about consent. I know we're doing this in a public Twitch chat, which probably isn't a good example of this, but it's all about consent. If someone expresses they're not comfortable with the conversation topic, or if they're not comfortable talking about it, you stop talking about it. Or you ask before, like, hey, are you cool with talking about, like, sexual stuff? Awesome. Hey, are you a person who likes to have sex on the first date? Are you a person that doesn't like to have sex at all? It's all about talking to people overall. It's not necessarily about society, it's more about person to person. At least in my experience. I don't know, maybe I'm talking out of my ass. What do you hate, Amy? You wanna know what I hate? Drawing mermaid scales, which is why I don't do it. I hate drawing scales, so I just don't do it. All my mermaids are shiny as fuck. I make mine bioluminescent. That's also valid. Anytime I can get around drawing scales, I'm gonna do it, because I hate drawing scales. You guys want to see one of the most annoying tattoo designs I've ever drawn in my entire life? It's for my stepdad. It's this bitch. Hand drawn! Hand drawn! It was so annoying. It was so, I can't wait to tattoo it. Ecstatic to tattoo it. Because it wasn't good enough with having a stabilized redraw. I gotta do it with a pen now. In skin. I'm agony. Agony. I love this music. I love this music. It's my favorite song from Undertale. Undyne is the best character besides Sans. Let's go lesbians. When there is a school essay and the school has a bias with certain topics, so they make it impossible to make the opposite point, they have to, yeah. I remember when my English teacher, randomly dropped that she, like, gets seen a lot at pro-life rallies, and I'm like, why are you telling this to your obviously liberal fucking students? When we're supposed to be doing argumentative essays. Like, are we supposed to just cater to your fucking POV now? What? Like, please, what are you doing? It's so annoying. It's like, obviously you don't want us to talk about this. And it's like, if I bring in my facts and statistics, and you're just like, no, it's like, alright, awesome, cool. Like, am I quite a liberal person? Yeah, but at least I use my fucking sources. Quite liberal as if I'm not entirely liberal. It's not always political, though, but I get what you're talking about. If it's too much for Twitch chat, we can always continue this conversation in private. Yeah. I'm less sad than I was, but I'm still not feeling too great. Yeah. Bro, someone just took out the power line in front of my house. All my power is not. Bro, what's going on over there? Bro, Tyrion's going through a crisis. My history teacher showing up and telling us she got her fanny pack for free at the National Republicans. No! No! How can you be a history teacher and be a Republican? I don't understand. Like, the articles that they force you to use only support what they agree with. Yeah, literally. It's like, here are the approved articles. It's like... What? Almost all of the English and history teachers are politically correct at my school. It's so slay. So slay. I love that. All of my history teachers were all liberal. Every single history teacher I had that I know of was liberal. Which makes sense. Sorry to be political. But it makes sense! Someone brawled with the damn electricity tower. It is on the ground. Bro, who's out here? Like, who's fucking fighting it? Who's brawling with the tower? Her fanny pack? I got nothing against fanny packs. But the Republican convention fanny pack is wild. She was an American history teacher. Of course she was. To be fair, she was a Catwoman and legally changed her name in honor of her dead cat. I got nothing against Catwoman, but that's a little too far. You lost me. Why is there a gap in this part of the drawing? What's happening here? There's a vacant area. I love coloring. Why won't you color? Oh, it's this. That's the problem. Oh my lord. I was like, why is this covering this? There we go. I was like, why is that black? Okay. Oh, let me plug this in. I knew this would happen eventually. There we go. Bro's trying to get some oak logs, you know, literally. Minecraft. Logs and electricity rods. Last year we did argumentative essays and one of the OG girls in my class did how she thought puberty blockers should be illegal. Queen, what are you doing? Now what is intarnation? She legally changed her first name to the name of her dead cat. No, that's a little weird. That's a little weird. I'm not saying that's not weird, but... Anyways, this girl... Who is a high school student writing about how puberty blockers should be illegal? Americans, apparently, and also Australians. I should draw a mermaid from Mary. You should. What the fuck? Why does mermaid have to be merfinals too? Why does mermaid have to be merfinals? Merfinals. It's like, what the fuck is a merfinal? A merfinal. That's clever. That's clever. That's clever. They just needed some logs to build a house. Yeah, they tried to survive the night. I just stopped talking early because I felt that I had to sneeze. Okay. Speaking of which, I've not played Minecraft in a hot minute, have I? I have not played that game in a fucking minute. I've been playing Terraria, Stardew, or nothing at all. Those are your options. Listen! I haven't had any inspo to play Minecraft recently. I'll get back to it. It's fine. I'll get on it. I'll have to build again sometime. I still have that fucking world that I was building last time that I never actually completed. I love Minecraft. I love building on Minecraft a lot. It's my favorite thing to do. I just haven't had a lot of time and inspiration to build recently. I think I might build a lot of the houses that I was building last stream off camera so that we can just do decoration. Because I have a lot more fun decorating on stream than actually building, because I just feel like I'm stressing myself out if I build on stream. Because I feel like it's boring. Those creeper, they were gonna get him. I was sitting right next to her doing my essay on homophobia, please! I not finished a drawing in like 3 months. I get that, man. In college, you get really fucking busy. It's not your fault. Kinda want the tip of this to be darker. Terraria. I don't necessarily find Terraria better than Minecraft or Minecraft better than Terraria. I like them both for different things. I go through Terraria phases and I go through Minecraft phases. I think overall I play more Minecraft than I do Terraria, but right now I'm in my Terraria brain rot, so I've been playing a lot of that. But I generally do like both games. Yes, Terraria equal to Minecraft. That's what I agree with. I like both. I play them both for different reasons. Right now, like I said, I'm in my Terraria brain rot, so I've been playing a lot of fucking Terraria recently. But I haven't played Terraria in years. So, Minecraft I've been playing more consistently than Terraria. I'd say overall, I might like Minecraft more just because I like how versatile it is. But I have more fun playing Terraria when I'm invested in Terraria. So I like both. I stopped her for the entire class. She still works there. Oh my gosh. Yeah, they are homies. Give me a random topic for an essay. Does it have to be like a really serious topic, or is it like a chill topic? Because that'll change my answer. Any topic? Talk about... Write an I'm trying to think. I haven't been in school in a while. For one of my essays I did in senior year, I wrote about dress codes and how they're stupid. You could do that. I always hated dress codes, so I wrote about those a lot. Or you could do an essay based on... Do an essay on why your favorite pizza topping is the best pizza topping. And just fucking argue that shit to the ground. How dress codes are stupid? That sounds interesting. Yeah, I did an entire essay on why I think dress codes are dumb. Because I hate them. I hate dress codes. I think they're fucking stupid. So yeah, you could do that. Because I've always hated dress codes. Hey, love that. Most of my arguments were pretty much stop sexualizing teenagers, specifically teenage girls. It's weird. I also did use, reasoning, but it's still very, very weird. A lot of victim blaming a person for wearing clothing instead of actually teaching how to monitor someone's personal affection in a healthy way. I think my favorite thing is about that essay is that I wrote that at the beginning of my senior year. And then at the end of my senior year, I had an event for honors kids where we got to go on stage and receive, like, our, cords for graduation. It wasn't graduation, it was just receiving, like, the stuff we were going to wear at graduation. Like, the cords and the tassels and stuff, because I was, like, an honors kid. And before the ceremony, I was wearing a dress that was, like, pretty deep cut. Which they said we could wear anything as long as it was formal. And so I was wearing, like, a very deep cut dress, and I had teachers come up to me and be like, do you have anything that you could change into? Bitch, no! So they're like, okay, just try and, like, keep it closed, like... I said nothing, like, it was, like, these guys, like, some guy, I saw people, like, looking at me when I sat down. In, like, our not gymnasium, it was the, what's it called? The stage, like, it was, like, the seats in front of the stage. In the theater, that's the word. And I saw, like, these, like, male attendants looking at me, and I was just like, and then I had a woman come up to me and be like, hey, can you come with me? And I'm like, God damn it. And she's like, do you have anything to cover up? And I was like, no. She's like, well, I don't really notice anything wrong, but, like, some people were saying stuff, and I was just like, oh, great. Oh, my music stopped. And so, yeah, it was just really ironic that I was just like, awesome, cool, really glad that this is happening. Oh, so you have a personal experience you're gonna add to your point. Yeah, this was after the essay. this was like after I already did the essay, but yeah, I could have used that point to add my point home that I wore a shirt and got sexualized for it at a public fancy event. That's really cool. But yeah, you can use a personal experience for sure. Hold on, the first message didn't send. My teacher once had a cross above her desk and told me that I should have done my schoolwork online, while I was at my grandfather's funeral, because the Lord wouldn't want you to fail, and neither would your grandmother. That isn't right, dead name. Or isn't that right, dead name? Now, be responsible and mature and take the 0 or you're failing for your test. What the fuck? You should have done your schoolwork while you were grieving your fucking grandmother. What the fuck? Bro! That's wild. You should have fucking reported her because she's bringing religion into the classroom, and that is simply not allowed. I guess maybe in your area it is, but yeah, no. I'm drawing Ophelia? Hell yeah. Like, they will get mad, but the better question is why are they looking? Literally! Why the fuck are you looking? Why does it matter? My tits weren't out. Why did you care? Even my mom was like, I told her about it, she's like, why did they care? I was like, I don't know. I tried to said it was looking out for me. If you have an issue, simply close your eyes. It is so stupid. Luckily, my school wasn't super strict with the dress code, but I still got dress coded a few times. One was for shorts, one was for the dress. I wore spaghetti straps one time. You know, the works. I think I'll make this an argument of essay style, because that fits the point, yeah. Do not perceive the Emily if you cannot handle perceiving her, period. Period. Shorts, they were too short. My shorts were too short. I was walking into class, like, almost the third to last day of school. Like, literally. This was, like, almost the end of school. I was a fucking senior. And one of the guys, who's usually really chill. Oh, no, I was a junior. He was usually really chill. He was just like, hey. Like, he caught me when I was, like, a big-ass mass of students. He pointed me out directly, and he was like, can you, like, change your shorts? Like, I know, like, it's hard. Like, I know, like, I shouldn't, like, be noticing it, but, like, it's hard not to notice, like, how short your shorts are. And I was just like, no, I don't have a change of shorts. And he was like, do you have anyone that you could use to change your shorts with? And I was like, no. I even, like, stopped one of my friends and was like, hey, do you have a pair of shorts for dance? And she's like, no, sorry. And I was like, okay, I don't have anything. He's like, okay, just don't wear those again. And I was like, okay. And then I fucking walked away. I was like, what the fuck, dude? I was, like, what, 17 at the time? And they were, like, black, like, denim shorts. Were they short? Yeah. But it's not like my fucking ass cheeks were out. Like, I don't know what the problem was. I don't get it. Unless your literal underwear is, like, out. Unless it's, like, literally a hindrance to, like, public decency. Calm the hell down, okay? I just wore sweatpants every day so I didn't get dress code. See, I tried to make cute outfits. I generally felt better about myself if I was wearing, like, cute outfits. And I try and dress up for school and for work just because it makes me feel good. And a lot of times when it's fucking hot, you don't have a lot of options. I think I might make her look kind of shiny like I did with her skin and give her, like, a texture. I think that'll look kind of cool. I'm also going to make her tail look overall just more receded into the background back here so that it looks a little bit more dimensional. Whenever you're drawing things in the background, you want to make sure that they either are a warmer color, a cooler color, or they are closer to the background color and darker, just so that they look like they are farther in the background. If it's like a misty setting, you want them to be lighter and less defined, and if it's a darker setting, you want them to be darker. We don't have the dress code thing because we wear uniforms, but like the teachers yell at us at every assembly about how we have our sports shorts up too high and that they can see our asses. Like, okay, well, why are you looking down our asses in the first place, guys? No, literally. Like, have you been to a pool? Have you been outside at all? Like, I need you to simply take a chill pill. Please. What song is this? I like this. This is Aphrodite. I'll say this is one of the best ones on this playlist. From this album. They need to touch so much grass, dude. Okay. So I kind of want this to almost look... Like I said, I want it to like have a texture to it, so I'm gonna grab my medium nozzle. And I'm just gonna kind of like rub it over. And then take my smooth eraser and kind of erase some of it to kind of give it that texture. I don't want it to look, see, this looks almost like rough, so I'm going to go in with my brush again and kind of blend it out. And then kind of do it again with a larger brush. There we go, that's more what I wanted. Go in with an eraser. There we go. Just a subtle texture, just to add a little bit more dimension to that specific area. And then I'm also going to make another layer and do it with some lighter colors. Specifically, I'm going to lean a little bit green and kind of do some highlights here to kind of make it look almost like she's textured like that. And then blend it out a little bit. There we go. It's a little bit more textured than I would like, so I'm actually going to smooth it out a little bit and then go over again. There we go. I like that. I feel like that makes her look dimensional. Okay. And I'm also going to add a harsh highlight as well. Nope, a little bit too fucking big. There we go. I'm not sure if we're gonna be able to finish this on stream. We might actually be able to. I'm gonna add shadows to specifically the red sections, only because, or the opaque red sections only because the rest are sheer, so you wouldn't really see any shadows. So I went from some very serious conversations, and now I'm just doing art. I got distracted. Oh, I'm streaming almost 3 hours. It's not bad. Anyways, how's everyone doing? We've had some deep talks today. Fun and productive? Hell yeah. What are you being productive on? School? Writing? I don't apologize. It's cool. I don't give a fuck. Such an I love writing history essays. Oh, a history essay. I've never been a history babe. I've always been, like, in terms of the main 4 subjects in America, I don't know how it is in Australia. In terms of the main 4 subjects in America, I've always really liked science, and I've really liked English, and then history and math were always my, like, I didn't like as much. Specifically, history is my least favorite. Recently, I've had more of an appreciation for history. I've always liked world history, like learning about, like, ancient Egypt, and learning about, like, Mesopotamia, and about Greece. Like, I've liked those things, but, like, I've never been a big fan of, like, American history or, like, British history or stuff like that. I've always been more of a fan of like, science and language arts and, like, the creative fantasy aspects. Casper? What the fuck? Thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Jesus Christ, dude. A menace. Thank you. Oops, autocorrect. Ah, darn, I hate when that happens on accident. You are wild. Thank you so much. Congrats to Tyrio, Amy, Sunset, Tech, and Il Destrino. One of those people is not like the other, in terms of I don't know who the fuck that is, but I'm glad they got a sub. History and English? We agree on 1. I've never been a history girl, but I've had a deeper appreciation recently. Yeah, congrats on the sub, Amy. You left and got gifted a sub. Terry, I hope you enjoy your sub. Actually, recently, I feel like I'm betraying myself, but I recently applied at Amazon, the company. I'm hoping they accept me because they pay pretty well, so I'll be able to give back subs, but, like, I feel like I'm betraying my anti-capitalistic ideals, but man, do I need money. I gotta move out soon, and I gotta have consistent income, so I was like, what can I do that I can do, like, very minimal work, like, amount of week? It's for the pay. It's for the pay. Capitalism is not about the consumer, it's about the fucking, like, it's about the people on top. So, it's not my fault. It's not my fault they have good pay. I must be Subway because I'm giving people subs. You are Subway surfing for fucking sure. Oh my god, it's Casper and he is Subway surfing. Oh good, Amy gets to use the French toast. I like how half the people in this fucking chat don't even know why that thing is there, and I'm never gonna explain it again. You had to be there. I love French toast too, it's my favorite food. That's one of the reasons why it's there, but it is in fact my favorite food. It's so good. I tried making it for the first time myself, and it was okay. I gotta try again. I gotta use more eggs and a lower heat, because it was a little bit soggy. I used too much milk. I'm gonna try again. It was still pretty good. Also, yeah, don't forget the chin emote. Don't forget the chin. The chin is exclusively and only for Iced, who ironically cannot use it. Yeah, I wonder who thought of the chin emote. They must be pretty cool. Can I ask, 'cause I don't actually remember, where did that come from? Was there like a joke or something, or was it just like, hey guys, what emote should I have? And you said we should have a chin. Where did that come from, Ice? Because I do not remember. All of my emotes are fucking jokes. Oh yeah, don't forget Lamo. Don't forget Lamo. God, why are all my emotes so fucking stupid? I'm ashamed. I don't know, you asked us what emotes we wanted and all I said we random shit and I said shin and then I added it. The moth's just a symbol of my channel. That one's actually fucking normal. Singing Monsters had no... They had genuinely no need to go this hard with these songs. They didn't need to go this hard, but they did. You are sub now. Casper gifted some subs. Look at all my little Mercuries. Actually, no. Tyrio's Venus. It goes crazy, bro. I'm always on the lookout for more copyright-free music. And my god, is My Singing Monsters a gem. I went to take my dog out and came back to being back to subs being gifted, yeah. Subs were being gifted. Casper's just a legend. You can play my album on your... Do you have an album? Drop the album. I will for sure play it. Drop your mixtape. You got a SoundCloud? Casper, you should be a SoundCloud rapper. I think you have potential. Mixtape's not out 2041 pre-order now. Hell yeah! If I'm still streaming by then, you know that's my fucking #1 played. Every single one of your songs has the background track of maracas. Archer, hey, how you been? Welcome in. It's just, I don't know, I thought it was just a funny instrument. Casper, yeah, Casper and those damn maracas. He's known for them. What about the triangle? Or like a tambourine. That also would work. You need unconventional. Do you have a cassette tape? Yeah, get it on a cassette tape. Not good at all? Oh, what's going on, babe? Honestly, when I freestyle to myself, I low-key impress myself. Honestly, I could see it. I could see you being good at freestyling. What's going on, Archer? You good? We vented earlier. You're free to vent now if you'd need. Oh, damn. Yeah, who's Casper fighting? Unky Casper's got a task. I'm not calling you Unky again. I didn't like saying that. Your algebra teacher? What is your algebra teacher making you do? We were just talking about bad teachers. What is happening? Teacher's about to get schooled, brother. Hell yeah. 2 fists plus face. Medical bill. High medical bill. I love algebra. You gotta add some random letter in there though. L. 2 fists plus L plus high medical bill equals face, and you have to like add it up and get it to equal. Just watch my phone, no problem. What is your algebra teacher doing though? What are they doing? Why are they being shitty to you? The variable is amount lost in medical insurance. Yeah, there you go. That's the common variable. Sign for X. Yeah, 2 fists plus X equal medical bill. What is X? X is face. Measure the circumference of the roundhouse kick. Yeah, I was already on it. X equals her face. I love not having math in the last, like, years of my life and being so bad at it now. I used to be so good at math, and then I, like, hit my peak, and then I was just downhill from there. I used to be so good at math. It used to come so easily to me, and then I had, like, Algebra 2 was, like, my peak, and then I just went down in, like, pre-calculus. Pre-calculus broke me emotionally. That was probably one of my worst classes I've ever taken in my entire life. Statistics was fine. I got a 3 on my AP test. I needed a 4 for it to count towards my school, and I was so pissed. I was like, a 3 passes! A 3 is a pass! But they only took 4s. I was so upset. It went Algebra 1. It went Algebra 1, Geometry, Algebra 2, Pre-calculus, Statistics. Okay, what do we got? I'm looking for sources? Hell yeah. I can do math, but I don't want to. Also valid. I was good at math because I didn't need to know English to understand it. That's also fair. A lot of people who aren't good with words are good with numbers. So she accused me of not doing my homework. Sorry, my music's a little loud right now. I'm gonna turn it down. So she accused me of not doing my homework, and I'm very forgetful, so she dare accuse me of not doing it. And she dare accuse me of not doing it, and I did. And I was, like, failing that class. I'm doing better in her class now, and she dare scold me about my grades, and I started to cry, and I have a scar on my hand because when she yelled at me, I picked my skin, and now it's bruised. I'm so sorry, man. Accusing your students of forgetting something and yelling at them for it? Why are you a teacher? Go to therapy. Get anger management classes. That sucks, man. I'm so sorry. Just remember that in the end, school does not fucking matter, and in 5 years, you're never gonna remember what that woman's face looked like. She's insignificant in your life. She sucks now, but yeah. They should not be teachers, I agree. I just continually got worse in math each year I take it. Yeah, pretty much me. Besides statistics was okay. My math assignment this term is modeling a Formula 1 track using quartics and cubics. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck does that mean? I had 57 out of an 80. That's a really good improvement, honestly. Getting your grade from a 57 fail to an 80 is really impressive. You should be proud of that. That's really good. Like, genuinely. But yeah, no, she definitely should not be yelling at you, especially for forgetting a homework assignment. That's stupid. Especially since you didn't actually forget it. Fucking stupid. Now, I am, and now I want to say she feels bad, but she won't tell me. Teachers refuse to admit fault. Some power trip. Okay, back to volume up, because this song is quiet. Okay. There we go. Oh shit, there we go. I gave up, and I can't make her arms look right. I hate arms. Arms are not an easy body part to draw. I definitely think arms are harder than legs, for sure. Try and go back to it though. Like find a reference photo and go back to it whenever you have time. I'm never a fan of just giving up on it entirely, but I guess you do you, dog. You do what's gonna make you happy. Anyways, I'm done with most of the coloring. So now I'm going to add this back in. And I'm going to... I think I'm gonna change the color of this to be like a light blue. Oh, I actually really like that. I think that looks really cool. I'm gonna make it a little bit more desaturated though. Yeah. Cool. And then I'm going to take this here, clipping mask, except for the fact that this looks weird now. There we go. There we go. Cool. And I'm going to just add some highlight to this with a airbrush. Actually, I think it'll look better if I do it on the high points. There we go. Yeah. Oh, no, don't do that. I hate when I use this brush, I don't know what I'm doing. There we go. Okay. Ugh. That looks so epic. Woo. Thanks. Did someone give you gifts? Yeah, Casper gifted 5 subs, so congrats, you were one of the lucky messages. Can I show you an introduction? Yeah, for sure. Dress codes have been a common practice in many schools, offices, and other public places for decades. The proponents of dress codes argue that they promote discipline, minimize distractions, and create a sense of unity among individuals. However, dress codes are bad for, sorry, I cannot read right now. Dress codes are bad for several reasons. Firstly, they often reinforce gender stereotypes and promote body shaming. Secondly, dress codes limit individual expression and stifle creativity. Lastly, they can be a source of discrimination, particularly for marginalized groups. I like that. I think that topic, that's all the points I had in my essay, so I like that a lot. I think that works. Good job including marginalized groups, because, yeah, a lot of people sexualize marginalized groups like black people or people who are bigger bodied more so than skinny white people, so very, very accurate. Cool. Yeah, I like that. I think I might add a little bit of a layer as well over everything to just kind of add a blue tint. Over a kiss. You weren't there. Why you pressed by this? And now it's turning 3 in the morning. The bouncers put you on his 3rd warning, but I'm still here. I'm not leaving. Just to add a little bit of a color. I actually might even do. Would color look better or would multiply look better? I think multiply looks better. Just add a little bit of a blue tone. And then towards the bottom, I'm going to go in with another layer with a medium, actually I'm going to do a soft brush, do a little bit larger and go in with an even darker tone, like this, do a multiply and lighten that a little bit. See, it just adds a lot more dimension towards the bottom. I hate dress codes. Can I be tall in peace? No, literally, yeah. It's really strange. I'm just terrified of men. Well, most men, because I live in the South and they're just, ooh, pretty women all the time. Yeah, love multiply layers. They're very good. Yeah, men overall are just very scary. Yeah, Amy asked what topics to do for their essay, and I recommended dress codes, because I also think they're stupid and wrote an essay about how dress codes are stupid in my senior year. Alright. And I think overall, I kind of want to do a red highlight on her face. I also want to edit the clouds because I didn't actually blend them out yet. I just want to blend out the bottoms a little bit. Here we go. Why are we crying, Voracious? What's happening? I might be able to finish this on stream, actually. I'm doing if teachers should assign homework every day or not. Turns out my mother wrote a 6-page paper on this exact topic in college. I think everyday homework is a little excessive. I do think homework is necessary sometimes for, like, getting the topic nailed. But I think homework should be restricted if you don't get it done in class, for the most part. Cool. I think, yeah, like I said, I think I might do almost, like, some red highlights on her face. Hate the news. There you go. You can call me what you like, as long as you cool me. And you could kiss the skin from my lips if it makes you feel good. I'm not sure if you want it, I'm not sure if you need me to. And you can taste the bitter on every guy who talks to you. When I was learning how to do art, there was a lot of discussions going on around, like, DeviantArt Mary Sue OCs and, like, using super bright, vivid colors, and how it was oftentimes, like, a cringy thing to do and oftentimes showed inexperience when people used, like, super bright, vivid colors. And I used to be so scared of using those vivids because I was afraid of being, like, seen as cringy. And as I've gotten over that over the years, it's been so freeing to just do whatever the fuck I want. I hate arbitrary art rules for no reason. Like, can we just leave people alone? Let them do whatever the fuck they want. Oh, using neons is bad because there's never actually, like, like, you're never gonna get that full, bright color in nature. I don't care. I didn't ask. Thank you, Archer, for the highlight. It's like, why do you care, you know? Let me use my stupid bright highlight vivid colors. I think it's fun. Yeah, ooh, I like that a lot, actually. Okay, cool. I have a project in my table, and I have to make a board game. I got stuck with cards, but I'm doing the designer's job. Honestly, I kind of loved those assignments of making board games, but it does suck when no one else in your group wants to actually do shit. Those projects are only ever fun if everyone participates. Speaking of cards, did you guys know I made a tarot deck? I made a tarot deck. If you want to buy one, I got copies. My mother said most homework mainly benefits only middle to high school students with parental support because they don't want to solidify how to do problems the wrong way. Very much so true. Especially since for a lot of my homework, I cheated. I fully just looked up the answers. I didn't want to actually try. Because why would I? I like having a friend who literally did, like, a year of teaching, and then I'm over here like, no, I cheated my entire senior year. Like, I don't give a damn. Cheated in college, too. I'm not really supposed to say that, but I did. What can you do? My parents won't let me have them. They say they attract demons. A lot of people say that tarot cards attract demons. I have a tarot card tattoo on my back. So if I'm attracting demons, what can you do? A lot of parents think tarot is a sign of the devil. It's not. I just didn't do my homework. I tried cheating. I did cheat. I always cheat on my homework, of course. I need to go to my bank so I can pay online to buy the tarot cards. I swear to God, it's alright. I have a few decks left. If you need a deck and I don't have any more, I'll order one more extra deck and send it to you. I just took up time and didn't learn anything, so why would I spend effort doing that? For the grade. I would do it for the grade. I cheated on a lot of things, especially senior year when we were during COVID. I just realized that my one body paragraph is going to be the longest part. Honestly, that's valid. I always had my argumentative essay as the longest, the alternative perspective is my longest chapter, which probably, That's my longest paragraph, which probably isn't good, but what can you do? My mom has a tarot sticker. So do they attract demons or not, babe? Stand hypocrisy. I should maybe separate the points, maybe just a little bit. Yeah, I have a tarot deck up here. I have my tarot deck that I have two tarot decks, but this is the one that I made. But yeah, they got glittery edges. Where can I get a good view of that? Can you see on camera? There we go. Glittery edges. But yeah, I drew all of these fuckers by hand. There is 78 cards in this thing. It is an absolute menace. But yeah. There's a 3 of Swords. That's an important card. Trying to find some pretty ones. There's the Lovers. I had to make them gay, of course. It's me. Page of Cups. King of Swords. The Emperor. Lots of cards. Yeah. 10 of Cups. Anyways, card deck. There's just Judgment. I'm trying to find... Oh my god, I just dropped him on the fucking table. High Priestess. But yeah, I'm trying to find the card that I have on my back. It's not the exact same art, but there she is. I have the star on my back. Because the star represents healing and self-love. Where's the bag? Where'd the bag go? I lost the bag. Where did it go? Oh, I'm a failure amongst men. Oh my god, where'd my bag? I don't know where the bag went. Oh, this is this is a predicament. I don't need it. They're going on the side. You know what I've also been collecting recently? Pokemon cards. I bought a big ass pack yesterday. And I actually got a really good card from it. I got a full shiny hollow Miradon from Pokemon Violet. It was cool. Well, I'll speak from how Catholics think. They believe that tarot cards are a type of horoscope, and believing in them is like not trusting in God's plan. I think I've heard that before. I don't think she knows. Maybe not. Wasn't Xander? Yeah, Xander is doing a Dermis and P tarot deck. It's just Xander's a little bit slower at drawing, so he's kind of doing a little bit more his pace. I got my tarot deck done in like 3.5 months, and then he was like, "Can I do a tarot deck too?" And I was like, "Sure." It's not like a exclusive idea. So he started doing one after I finished mine. I just draw like a maniac and got mine done in like 3-4 months during college because I needed something to distract me from my roommates. So I did a tarot deck. And so he wanted to do a Dermis and P one. So we did. And he has like, I think like maybe 15 cards done. There are 78 cards, so he's not quite done, but he's got some done. Where is my bag? Where did it go? I don't know where it went. Guys. Where did my baggie go? It's probably just in I have a big ass blanket right now. It's probably somewhere. Anyways, I'm not worrying about it. Gender stereotypes in many cases, dress codes dictate what is considered appropriate clothing for boys and girls, perpetuating the idea that they're two binary genders. Exactly! Heaven forbid a boy wear a skirt. That also goes against dress code, which is fucking stupid. They have this negative effect on any gender non-conforming individuals who may feel excluded or pressured to conform to societal norms. Additionally, dress codes that focus on modesty or covering up can promote body shaming and contribute to the culture of victim blaming, particularly in cases of sexual assault. Yeah, for sure. The cards are so stunning. Thank you. Dude, I was in school and some boy pulled his shirt up to above his chest. If I did that, I'd be sent home. Yeah, no, literally. I'm interested in your essay. My friend did a reading on me and it was the worst thing ever. I can do a reading for you. It probably won't be much better. Seems to be going quite well. I would pull up my essay, but I don't think I have access to my email anymore. I kind of wish that I did. I kind of want to read it. Actually, I might be able to access it. I'm not going to try on stream, but maybe next stream I'll see if I can get it. Someone listed German SMP as a show on IMDb. What? You're lagging for me, it's fixed. Yeah, sometimes you just have to refresh. It just take me forever to read the fucking, chats. It's not lagging, it's just I'm slow. Yeah. I think I'm almost done with this thing. I think I might add some more texture on the top surface area, just because it looks a little bit barren. So I might take my hard brush, and I might just go in, kind of just add these same, like, ripple textures that were under the water. Just above them. I actually recently did my first sale outside of the United States to somebody for my tarot deck. It was to the UK. And I actually thought they weren't going to end up paying me, but it turns out they were just busy. Because they paid half of it up front, and then I was going to have them pay the other half just in case it didn't make it through customs or something. I ended up paying for part of their shipping, which was like $35. The deck itself, by the way, is like $55.60. So it was like almost the entire price of the deck was just for fucking shipping. And I paid for half of it because I felt bad. But my god. Shipping outside the United States is fun. But actually it went pretty smooth. It only took like 2 weeks, I think, to get to her. Which is not too bad at all. So at least I know that it's definitely possible for me to ship outside of the United States. I've never done it before. I've shipped to Alaska. That was the farthest previously. And then I had a girl from the UK message me about it. So I was like, okay, sure. I don't give a fuck. Cool. I'm gonna see if I can find the picture again on my Instagram. Oh, nope, it refreshed my entire feed. Here's my Instagram, guys. Oh, here it is. Perfect. Okay. Trying to see if I missed anything. This is the old one, if you guys want to see. This is a redraw. I didn't say that. This is a redraw of this art from 2020. So, 3 years ago. May 22nd of 2020. This is a redraw. So, we're doing the new version. I'm trying to check if I missed anything. Okay. Shipping is so expensive it kills me. No, it's pretty painful. I can't tell if I like this more or less than the other one, to be honest. I think I want to do this. I want to make this darker, first of all. How do you guys like this? Do you guys like this? Do you guys see anything that you think looks kind of basic or like not finished? What are we thinking? Okay, so you know how they took in the power line? I do. I don't know much about the tarot deck, but there's only around 40-something German SMP. But Xander's doing it so that the major arcana are German SMP characters, as well as there's 4 suits in tarot decks. So there's cups, swords, wands, and pentacles. And so it's kind of like an actual like card deck. So like there's the Ace of Pentacles, and then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then there's the Page, the Knight, the Queen, and the King of every suit. So he's doing so that the Page, the Knight, the Queen, and the King are all Dream SMP characters, but then all of the numbered cards are just items. So I think for cups he's doing potions, for wands he's doing blaze rods, for swords he's doing weapons, and for pentacles he's doing the poker chips from Quackity's casino. So that's how I was getting around it. So that way it'd only be around, instead of having 78 face cards, it's only around 22 plus 16, so about 38 face cards instead. So there should be enough characters. And plus, he already did do Dream XD, and I don't think Mums is a character, but he did do Dream XD. Of the coloring of it, it's obsessed. Thank you, babe. It feels a little unfinished to me, and I don't know what it is. So I might just go in and kind of just try and fuck with this a little bit. I'm not sure what I'm doing, but I'm just gonna try and do some stuff to just make it look a little bit more visually interesting. Which is also what I did for my deck as well, is I didn't do every single one of the numbers in actual person. I only did the major arcana, and I did the, like, the king, the page, all them as people. Everything else was just an object. Capricorn, oh, fuck that. He said sex sells, no. I'm gonna send a pic of the Chaos and the Inner Server. Perfect. Makes sense, yeah. Yeah, no problem. And with the lights off. Capricorn, oh, fuck that. It said sex sells and no there. Sex sells and no there. Okay. I kind of like that. I might not actually. I think I might be lying to you. How do we like that? I feel like that adds some visual interest, but I feel like it looks weird. How do we feel? How do we feel? Without the blue? With the blue. It's really subtle. But how do we feel? I'm not even doing it for, like, dimension. I just like it as, like, a visual concept. But yeah, it kept, like, sparking and shot, like, 3 huge balls of fire into the air and nearly caught the house beside it on fire, too. Seems like you're really fighting for your life over there, man. I'm so sorry. I kind of want to go check out this on Xander's server. Give me a second. Let me go take a look. Oh, it's not up yet. I'll look at that after stream then. By reinforcing harmful gender stereotypes, dress codes can have detrimental impact on the mental and emotional well-being of individuals. In addition to reinforcing harmful gender stereotypes, dress codes can also be damaging to the mental and emotional well-being of individuals. I'm assuming that wasn't meant to be repeated twice, but I do like that point. Hell yeah. Never mind, apparently I don't have to go. Oh, perfect. I think I might keep the blue. I kind of like it. I think I might kind of make it look a little bit more unintentional, though, and add some more wispies. It isn't High Family Photos. I'm on the way. I think I have to refresh my Discord. I'm gonna go on my phone. I'm on my phone. I'm going. Oh, I was tagged. Oh my god. Oh god. This is chaos. I don't know if it's gonna show. You'll just see a bunch of red. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Oh my lord. Who's messaging me? Oh, it was a group chat. So I'm just on my phone now. Jesus Christ. Please don't die. That would be really cringe. That'd be pretty embarrassing if you died, so don't do that. You don't want to be cringe. Okay. It's that time like this when I have. Yeah, I'm back. No problem. Do we like the blue, guys? I don't hate it. I think what's throwing me off is I feel like she needs more texture on her tail. I think that's what's throwing me. I'm gonna just add like dots. Just dots. I don't want to draw scales, but I'm gonna draw dots. Fucking inconsistent. Just to add a little bit of texture. Oh, sorry. Thank you. I noticed it. I'm adding dots. That's all I'm doing. I see Emily, but no blue. Anyways, the blue is this shit behind the hair. I'm not sure how I feel about it, but... yeah, the tail just looked empty to me, so I'm gonna just do, like, I don't want to draw scales, because scales are fucking annoying, but I'm gonna do just, like, little dots. And then let's lower the opacity. See, that looks cool. I like that. It just adds, like, a little bit. And then let's do a lighter version, too. Yeah. Okay. Last thing I want to try. I like the difference in how people expressed that I was on the wrong screen. I can't see blue. I see Emily, but no blue. Hey, maybe you should switch the screen back. You're still on face cam. I see no picture. Y'all got me always. I was gonna maybe change the line work behind these to be a different color. I'll see if I like it. Let's see. Have these be- that's not bright enough. Have these be red instead. Okay, I like that. I'm just adding things because this drawing feels incomplete and I'm trying to finish this on stream. Sorry this stream is so long. Sorry all my streams recently have been long. The difference is I've actually been wanting to stream recently. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I had a really long period of time where I did not enjoy streaming. And there's still some days where I'm like, why the fuck am I still doing this? But I've been actually wanting to stream recently, so I keep streaming for like 80 fucking hours, so apologies for that. Yeah, I like that red actually quite a bit. I think that looks cool. I like that. Okay. I like that. How do we feel about this? I haven't got sleep for the last day because I can't get comfortable. I get that, man. I just got my tablet and laptop after about a week and a half of not having it. Should I do A, Doodles of Comfort, Sona, B, owned art / designed, owed art or designs, or C, design a random design based off MC character? I'm between 1 and 2 because drawing something comforting after weeks of not having it is really, really good. But also, I'm a person who I like to get things done for other people if I have them. So my instinct says to do the stuff that you are owed to do, but my heart is telling me to do something that you want to, just so you have some fun with it, so you don't, like, resent art after not doing it for so long. I think choose between those two options. I just got an add-on for how to unclog your arteries at home, and I'm like, maybe don't do that. Yeah, maybe don't unclog. DIY de-artery. Okay. How do we feel about this, then? Does this, like, feel complete to the class? Because I don't know. Something about this feels incomplete to me, but I don't know what it is, so I might just call it a day. I'm not sure. Something feels wrong. What do y'all think? For I am the class. Okay, well, Tyrio says the class likes it, so that's a vote. I'm, like, looking at it, and I'm just not sure. Tell me why I wrote this, took my old science book and started highlight. What? Please, I love that. If I just look at it long enough, surely something will spark. It's so cool. Thanks, man. So you take a pipe cleaner and a small needle. No, please. No, 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 no. A pipe cleaner. That's vile. I'm not sure. What if I just turn it really far away? I just... I mean, this is everything that was in the original. Well, first of all, I didn't blend this out, so that's a strong start. Oh, no, I did. It just wasn't blended that well. Of the water and the cloud texture in the background, it kind of adds extra aspect. Thanks, man. What do I want to do? Something just feels off. I feel like this section feels empty. I feel like that feels empty to me. But I'm not sure what to add there. What if I add bubbles? Bubble. 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 Nope. Bubble. Bubble. No, don't create a polyline. Thank you. Bubble. Bubble. See, I kind of like that. Bubble. I like that. Bubble. 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 Add a fimp? I don't know if a fimp should work there. I think that might distract personally, just because the main focus is supposed to be... I don't hate it. I might add one after. But with this composition, we're kind of doing a triangle composition. So it starts at the top and it goes down. So I feel like a fish might fuck up the flow, but I think it would be cute. But I also don't want to whip out a fish right now. So I might do it after stream. If I feel like it's still not done. We'll see. We'll see. But I do like that idea. I just don't know if it'd work with this specific piece. This is Pio's job. Can I let me try cracking my back. I don't really need to nowadays because Oh! 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 Oh, it cracked. Oh, God. Gonna get that side. That's okay. Yes? Good night. I don't... Listen, man. Oh, fuck. What if I just paralyze myself on stream? Would you guys be upset? Would that lose me or gain me viewers? If I paralyze myself from the neck down? Yes? That's silly goofy. You guys would be concerned? Who would call the hospital for me? That would be fucking amazing. You guys want to hear about the time I actually almost paralyzed myself? You guys want to hear? I have a lot of stories. So I was a dancer, right? Okay. So... Okay, I'm leaving that before this goes. So I'm a dancer, right? So I do a lot of, like, flexibility stuff. And I always practice in my room. And there was this time where I was doing a chin stand, which is basically where you are on your knees on the ground and you roll onto your neck and your head's like this, and you balance on your chest and your neck with your legs in the air. It's a back flexibility thing. And I used to be really good at them. Okay, I used to be okay at them. I honestly need to practice because I can't really hold them very long anymore. But I was doing them in my room, right? And there was one time where I rolled and I went to do it, and I didn't have a lot of space. I had a small room that I'm in now because I move a lot. It was guinea pig cage, maybe like 5 feet of space, and then my dresser. So I rolled onto my chest in this like little gap area, and I went too far. My legs went too far, and I twisted and like cracked my neck like while my head was like this, and I like hit my dresser with my feet, and I just kind of like rolled over like a fucking like snail, like falling over, and I just sat there like curled up, and I'm like, can I move? Like, I thought I paralyzed myself. I didn't, it was fine. But I thought I paralyzed myself. That was really fun. And another time, I got dropped, just right on my back while being in the air. That was fun too. And there was one time where I was doing a trick. This one wasn't paralyzed, but I'm just talking now. There was one time. I need to demonstrate this. I'm taking my headphones off. You guys have to see a full view of this to get what I'm talking about. Okay, let's make sure I don't flash people. Because I'm, once again, wearing a skirt. Okay. So, here's the deal, alright? Okay. I'm talking about when I almost broke my nose. I've talked about this before. So we were doing a trick, right? I'm gonna put shoes on. Sorry, my mother called me. But we were doing a trick, right? Do I need to bust around? And I was catching a girl. She was like running at me. I was like bending my knees and I was supposed to catch her, fall down, and then she would head kick over me and I would kick her. So I would like flip on my feet. So I went to catch her and she ran her pelvis into my nose. And I almost broke my nose. But I didn't. It was fine. I just had a nosebleed. But it was funny. Couldn't hear a word you said? Oh, okay. Basically, what I was saying is, basically, I was supposed to be catching her. I was supposed to be catching her in that position. But she jumped too high and hit my nose. And it started bleeding. And I thought I almost broke my nose. That's what I was saying. I was demonstrating. I was supposed to catch her. She was going to flip over me. And then I would flip forward. But yeah. That's what it was. Yeah, you got the body language. You could get it. Anyways, I'm going to be right back. My mom is calling me. So I will be right back, guys. Guys, what are these stories? I fought a hammock once. One time, me and Ollie actually were both doing this. We were put in a hammock, and we closed it, and then we were getting spun around like a bunch of fucking scrambled eggs. That was really fun. You broke your nose from a hammock? How did that happen, babe? I almost broke my spine before, which wasn't long ago. I love that. Good. I fought a wasp and fractured my toe. I fell off a chair once. My cousin almost cracked my skull. I also ran into a doorknob one time and had to get my eye glued back together. It was pleasant. Guys. I think my favorite was when we were going to a dance competition. And my bus buddy, 6 a.m. in the morning, comes into the bus, and she's bleeding. Her forehead is bleeding. And we're like, Emma, babe, what's going on right now? And she says, okay, so this morning, my cat knocked over a Tiffany lamp onto my forehead, and it cracked open my eyebrow. She taped it shut with like a piece, like a Band-Aid. She performed, and then one of the coaches, who's a nurse, took her to the hospital to get stitches. This bitch is a menace. She was not missing that competition. Anyways, I think I'm done here. I'm gonna quickly sign it. I guess you guys can see my signature. I kind of want to sign with a bright red. I feel like that'd be kind of fun. Let's sign. That's not the right brush. Where should I sign? I might sign right here, actually. I think would look good. Let's do this. Okay, there we go. I like that, and then let's make that a little smaller. Put it like right there. Cool, I like that. Okay. Yeah, I think we're done here. Cool. Here's the process video if you guys want it. You can see me struggling with the sketch for a while. That was really fun. The only major injury I've had was eating the very tip of my thumb off with scissors. I've done something similar. I was playing on the hammock, I jumped into it, and then when I was small, and it flipped forward and slammed my face on the concrete and scraped my head backwards, and I fell over the... Oh my god. Hammocks are very dangerous, apparently. I like how terrible quality the videos are. They're always so low quality. I think you can change that in your settings, but I never do. Because I'm stupid. And here's me doing line art for the next 80 years. I swear, line art is the thing that takes the most fucking time. And then red comes in. More red comes in. And then this is where we started today. So we did about half of it on stream. This is all the shading. And then I did all the textures. Yeah, pretty good. Cool. Anyways, we finished the art. If you guys want to see the final version, it'll be on my Instagram, which is at !socials. That's one of my Instagrams. If you guys want to follow my personal Instagram, it's Kyttara18, I think. I post my actual pictures of myself on there. You'll see my Pride photos when I post those. I have so many fun outfits planned for Pride, by the way. I have so many fucking outfits planned. I ordered a pair of pants that has, like, the ass and the inside, like, cut out. And I'm gonna be wearing, like, swimsuit bottoms. And thanks for the AO3 drop. Guys, read my book, please. I need hype on it. Very desperately. I don't actually. Read it if you want. But yeah, I'm glad you guys enjoyed. I am reading your injuries. I'm just not reading them aloud. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and call that a day, just because this was a pretty long stream. I'm gonna go ahead and set up a raid. I don't know who we're gonna raid to. We can go to Halliday's if we want. She's playing Red Dead Redemption. I'm excited about Pride. Courtney, I forgot Courtney was still with you. You guys have fun hanging out. I don't mean to intrude on your guys' vibe. But I'm gonna go ahead and send you guys over to Halliday's. Halliday's, I haven't rated her in a long time, but she is a fun girl. Hope you guys enjoy. We're gonna hopefully double her view count. So, yeah. I'm South. I am ready for Country Boys. No. I'm gonna send you guys over there. Be nice and don't cause problems. Bye.